guys are tuning in to the Lavish Journey
podcast. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ladies and boys, girls, welcome back to the Lavish Journey podcast. It's your host, Jay Gazin, here today, and I'm here with my brother, Freedom.
What's up, y'all? How you living? How you feeling? Welcome to another week's podcast, Shenanigans, where we have some very lovely guests in the building today.
Hey, lovely guest. So, we got our brother Dyzah back in here.
How you doing? How you doing, everyone?
That man be knowing books.
He got some book knowledge.
We got our sister Hailey in here.
Hey guys.
Tell them about it.
We got some newcomers in here. Shout out to Brittany and shout out to my brother Tristan Lamar.
What's up? What's
How's it going, you guys? How's it going?
How y'all feeling?
How doing?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Welcome to podcast Shenanigans.
The Shenanigans.
So to bring in the show really quick, I see that y'all have some awesome crystals over here and everything. So can you guys give everybody an introduction, who you are, what you do, a mini biography, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the Honeycomb Crystal Shop. It's Britt with Indigo Beauties, and it's Tristan Lamar with T Reiki, and we are the Honeycomb Crystal Shop. We handcraft crystals, and we put our love and intention and healing for these crystals to heal each chakra of the body. So everything is made with intention, made for healing. We use copper to heal the body and also to amplify the energy of the crystals. So we're in the crystal healing business and really inviting people to the self-healing journey so that they can find the self-love within themselves, so they can heal themselves and heal others, and just learn that they're gods and goddesses here on this plane. So my fiance is a Reiki practitioner. He is here for your healing. Go Mo, give you a little shout out.
I got you.
And by the way, real quick, can you show the camera some crystals, like one or two real quick?
Yeah,
Just watching. Yeah, just show some crystals. Let them know where it is.
So these crystals right here, these are all going to be healing crystals. They're meant to deal with the different chakras that exist within your body. And your chakras are the different energy pools in your meridians and things like that govern your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies. And once you align these different chakras, your behavior, your attitude towards life, and things like that start to become more aligned and more balanced, and you start to be a more harmonious person. So, and when it's not balanced, you'll start to feel like life is a bit more of a struggle. Life is a bit more. It's more. You have to put more energy to find what some people would consider happiness.
Yeah.
And if when you do that kind of thing, it kind of stalls your your growth and. So crystals are a really good way to balance out all of those energies passively, without surgery, without pills and things like that. That's what's supposed to be very holistic. That's the thing. And each one of these things are hand wrapped, copper wrapped as well. And copper is really good for your blood, good for your skin. It's good for blockages. Yes.
Oh,
and also
okay.
One thing that people don't know. Not don't know. I know a lot of people know this, but copper is a conduit, so it's good for when you think with electricity. That's what the electrons in your brain is. Your electrons inside of your gut, when you hear your intuition, is electricity. Your heart, when you feel the feelings that you feel, like when you eat, like we were talking about heavy meats and stuff like that, it's because it's dulling your electricity. That fear-based meat and stuff like that. And so we have like this right here. I call this one the harvest. Check that out. That's my
Can you show us that real quick?
the harvest.
Y'all, this is the harvest. Y'all watching the show? This is the harvest.
That's the harvest.
And for the people that's listening, what is the harvest? Can you break it down?
The harvest is meant to work with your solar plexus. This right here is a yellow. It's a yellow citrine. Okay, and the yellow citrine again works with the solar plexus, so that's good for your intuition, your gut feeling. If you ever had something ever just happen to you, just like I don't want to be there. Yeah, that feeling, that gut feeling, it's a real vibrational feeling that helps you, guide you when you don't know exactly what it is, how to translate it. Your body tells you maybe you shouldn't be here, maybe you should, or go for that goal that you were reaching, or put down that habit. That's a lot of that intuition. A lot of people don't know how to collect all the energy that you put out for all your hard work. You don't know how to collect the energy back. This is called the harvest, because all of the seeds that you sow, you reap the harvest. So this is when you start to learn how to do your solar plexus. Yeah, you start to learn how to really learn how to work with that raw energy. Then you will forever know how to get it together.
Wow.
So
Plexus is
thank you.
else,
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty smooth. And how long ago y'all get started with the business?
Oh, so we've had the Beautiful Me Wellness. Like we said, we started the wellness business. Was more, we were making our shirts.
Yeah, show them shirts. I like those shirts.
It's merch.
Got some merch.
The merch.
Yeah.
So tell us about the merch.
Okay, so the self love here. Let me go ahead and put this back. So I'm on this. Thank you, goddess. So self love. So we have the self love heart, and pretty much the heart is meaning just when you go back inside yourself, when you learn how to connect back within yourself, then you can have enough love for everybody else. You fill your own cup up, then you make yourself a vessel for everybody else's energy. There's no other way that you're going to be able to and feel good about yourself. You can. There's no other way you're going to be able to gather everybody else's energy if you're not right with yourself, if you don't really take the time out to really literally love yourself. I can't tell you about yourself with certainty and say, listen, there's God within you if I haven't seen the God within myself. And because I see it every single day and I make practice to see the God within me, I can see it within you. And before we even say hello, I say namaste in my mind, which is the God in me meets the God in you. You see. So yeah,
wow,
that's it. And self love is the core. You see how the self all goes into it.
Ooh.
That's the
I love that.
So that's the duality of it. I didn't want to. Some people kind of like the other part, but you see how it goes into it. It's all self love. Everything is self love when it comes back to it. It all boils down to even stuff that don't make sense. Why did that happen to me? All boils down to self love. Why do I gotta forgive? All boils down to self love. The passions that you go to all boils down to self love. All boils down.
You're right though, because we have ourselves, so it's best to love ourselves.
Absolutely,
that's
and
real.
Learning about who you are.
Yeah.
Wow. And not judging yourself from different situations that you go through, but more so, getting to know yourself, talking to yourself, being okay with communicating with yourself without feeling like, oh, I'm going the same.
Yeah.
No, it's okay to talk to yourself. That inner voice is a spiritual thing. It's not just a voice you hear on audio like, hey, tuning in is with you all the time. So when you learn how to master your mind and master your ego and live in your heart, that's where your healing really starts, truly. And that's when the journey continues to go on, because you remember that feeling, and then when you lose yourself, you want to get back to that feeling. So thank you, honey.
You already know.
And that, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But that's what we talk about. That's why this is our true. We were called to do crystals because that's a natural way of passive healing. You don't have, if you have a physical disease or something, you have like just physical disease or muscle spasms or whatever. You wear a clear quartz, it passively heals you. And I've had an experience of getting my healing through clear quartz energy, and that's what made me a true believer of crystal healing. And my fiance being a phenomenal, I'm telling you, if anybody suffer PTSD, stress, doubts, worries, depression, anxiety,
speaking to Mike a little more, by the way. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And all of the mental stress and worries. Definitely hit up here for your healing. He's true. He's a real true Reiki practitioner. That he doesn't do the normal. He does the Reiki practitioner work, but he's a different type of spiritual healer. It's like something he's so powerful. It's like I really do appreciate just being around you. You're so intelligent. You're just so wise, and the things that he talk about, you just know this he came from somewhere. So it's like a certain type of God respect that if you acknowledge the God within me, you take just off subconsciously. You're healing others by waking that subconscious passive God. You talk to their spirit guides, and I appreciate that. So that's what we're all about. Honeycomb Crystal Shop. You come into the Honeycomb, you gonna walk out with the crystals, wearing your Thanos glove and your chain.
I'm sorry.
We want to make healing look good too.
Y'all do. Cause when I first met y'all had that.
You know what I'm saying? Spicy.
They hit home.
I'm sorry. They really do hit home.
That's good.
That's what we all about.
To hear a sister say that to a black man, to an Israelite man, oh man, that's all praises. All praises.
I appreciate it.
He's my
We
twin
need each
flame
other.
for sure.
We need each other.
Wow. That was well said.
I appreciate that, man.
And speaking of Reiki, I don't know anything about Reiki. I don't know what it is, to be honest. So can you explain like what Reiki is and like what's the the process of it?
Got you.
Yeah.
So Reiki is the Eastern Japanese practice of being able to sense the different energies within and around you. We make use of the chakra system, but a lot of times, especially with a lot of Reiki masters, they intuit some of the feelings that they have. So through sensing the energies, we can promote balance. We can take some of the negative, low vibrational energies out of your aura. Like if you walk into, like if you're somebody who's always around very chaotic energy, whether it be from I mean think about it, like from you're right, family, from just related past everything, a lot of stuff.
That's true.
So like you accrue a lot of energy from the outside in, and a lot of people don't. Sometimes you may think that it's all okay and good until it's about time for you to go to sleep at night, and then all of those little thoughts start creeping back about what people said and how people and how you felt about this and what you should have said and all these other things, and you're wondering where all these thoughts came from, and you start to realize that most of these thoughts ain't even you. Where are these thoughts coming from? So energy is real. Energy is transferred. You can't destroy energy. You come here with energy, and you can conjure up energy. If energy can't be, this is an entirely different
go
thing.
for it, bro. Go in. They need to hear, man.
We need to hear this.
If energy, listen, this is a concept that people don't even really consider. If energy cannot be created or destroyed, where do people get the energy from to be drained one day and then come back alive the next day? If energy can't be, where is it? It's, a lot of people think you get it from sleep and everything, but it comes from a different place. We talk about densities and vibrations and frequencies, and you exist as a multi-dimensional being, okay, which means that you vibrate on different octaves, on different levels, but that means all at once, because you're doing all of that right now. It's not like saying you're dying, go to a different density, and you're dying, going to that's a linear thinking. You non-linear is what we are. Being interdimensional means by nature we are non-linear. So where are you pulling that energy from? If we are non-linear, if we are interdimensional, that means that we have literal worlds within ourselves. We have suns within ourselves, and we are pulling energy out, and we are using it and crafting it with manifestation. Because I bring that up, God. You manifest that energy into material form. So the things that you think about from one vibration, from one density, from one octave, you call that down, and then you do something. You put that into action with all that you are. However you created that logo wasn't there in that fashion, just like this, just like this. And you, but you guys, collectively, brought it down to this frequency, and now this exists in form. That means you brought it from somewhere. This thing has always existed, always existed in all of its majesty. It has always existed as the quintessential, exactly what you have seen it. It's been through it already, and you're just calling it down to this frequency so we can enjoy it. Wow. You already seen it. You already been in. You lived it. You went to sleep and said, "Oh man, I'm gonna have this podcast, and we're gonna million them." You already lived it. We're catching up to your vision. Wow. You get what I'm saying?
Catching up to your frequency.
So exactly, and you're pulling that from. And every time you put your intention into it, or you put up another podcast. Anytime you invite people over, you're putting that intention, that energy. You're calling that energy from one density to another. Right here, you see.
That's how it is with the healing too.
Wow. Exactly. There's energy in that, and
truly,
when you learn
even
that,
with a disease, there's a frequency to that disease. So if you play a healing Mother Earth 432 hertz on YouTube, you can look it up.
My bro was showing me that video.
It's available. Okay, free information, please.
No 440.
No 440.
No 440.
Okay,
keep that bullshit.
432 hertz music. You play that with some clear chords.
So what's the difference between 432 and
440?
440.
Oh, okay. Well, 440 is what you hear mainstream music. It's the frequency that's dumbing you down, keeping you thinking you a hoe and you a nigga and the whatever definition they give you, and gang banging and just random sex, just the what they give you, that image. You can tell the difference when you listen to mainstream and music. You gotta call back like Erykah Badu, bring her back to some Orange Moon type
old school music. A lot of old school music is 432. Sorry about that, Queen.
Truth. No, but they changed the frequency after World War II.
So they try to like command people in a way with the higher frequency.
Like,
listen to me.
There was a movie that was out called Joey and the Pussycats.
Joey
And I was a little girl watching this movie. This is a soul to me.
Tell us about this
Yeah.
movie. This is my
Okay.
soul.
Go ahead.
So
Drop
it was
it.
3 girls. They were friends, and they were singing. They sang really good. Music was fire.
Yeah.
And then a record label signed them. They got high, and then they started focusing on one girl, which was I think Joey.
Yeah.
And the other girls was like, Joey acting funny, whatever. And Joey like, she's they didn't know previously while she was still hanging out with her girl, she was listening to this song that the CEO of the industry gave her to just keep listening to and learn from. So while they're thinking that she just Joey, whatever
Yep.
they were,
Brainwashing.
she was
Brainwashing.
listening to
Yeah.
music that was her music.
MK Ultra.
But down,
Yeah.
all the way down in the
it's
depths of the music was, Joey, you're the best. You're awesome. You don't need your friends. They don't. But she was listening to that song. So it was in her spirit, her stuff. It was
She
passively.
listened to it so much that she
speak.
became that song in a way.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
the frequency. Just like if
Brainwash.
you listen
Yeah.
to
Brainwash like that.
Megan every day,
Yep.
you'll turn into a
Same.
Megan type of female. You just look at life certain way. It's when you get the mind, you get the soul. That's what I'm saying. Like when you prison the mind, just what frequencies are like that. And the 440 hertz really gets to the brain cells. They do a lot of work in the producing field. They get to
They know.
just so that you can
know.
just so that you can get turned up to their frequency. They know,
know.
and then the ones that pass just don't know, and they're just listening to the music. You can tell those type of people. Then a person that's listening to 432 hertz every day.
Yeah.
They'll
Somebody
be-
told me about this, and
They'll be- yeah.
in the
You
song.
can feel the difference.
Yeah.
when
And
you
Yeah.
listen
and
to
Cena,
it, for
to
sure.
add on to what you were saying, Extension, he was speaking this to academics. And
He
stuff.
was.
That's why
He was teaching the
He
young
was
ones
teaching the
about
young ones.
432
That's
hertz.
funny.
Yeah.
Wait, who was?
Extension.
Oh, XXX. That's my
I
dude.
never really
That was
listened
he
to
was
his
so
music.
wise.
I
He knew
never-
He was
everything.
preaching.
He knew
You
everything.
know what I think? You know the reason why. So there's a lot of people that has that knowledge that he has. I think the biggest reason why they probably did some of that was because he didn't give a fuck. Like he was like,
No.
I don't like, and he was that would be such a threat to some of these people. You
To
can go
society.
to you can go to and be like this, hey man, if you start doing all
be
that,
like,
you
"Shut up,
know
I-
your family's
or
and
something."
yeah,
Yeah.
your
Say
family
fuck
gonna be.
you.
He's like,
I
yeah,
don't
he-
care.
like,
I don't
give a fuck
say
anyway.
fuck
He's like,
you.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and like
Right.
that right there is the biggest. You can't just negotiate. He's like, listen,
Yeah.
y'all
You
got
know,
it.
when it comes to that type of industry, they do that shit. Like you
It's all
say too
demonic.
much, they will come get you. They'll
But
come
it's-
get you
it's-
financially, or I don't know.
because the angel of music is Lucifer.
But it's like
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
of a
that
world.
Unfortunately,
that-
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
go
But-
ahead.
But
Also,
I mean, it's not all bad because
not.
again,
It's not.
music is the universal language.
It
So
is.
so
It
when you
is.
learn
Feel
before
it.
all of that other stuff, if you really just think about it, it's just somebody who learned how to use that universal law to their advantage. And
That's true.
again, the dark work is never more powerful than the light work. So on
Thank
the
you.
other
Yes.
side,
Oh, period.
imagine how much more
Period.
powerful the
Period.
same music is in the hands of us light workers.
Yeah.
It is
Right.
so
And it's so
Yeah.
That's what they're
powerful.
afraid of.
And that's and
Interesting.
for a great meditation, listen to that music. It'll take you to, get you a little, it'll take you to higher.
Slow you up a little more.
level.
I'm telling you, that is so true.
Yeah.
You'll be,
You will, you
just
feel it.
listen to that music, and
So, what type of artists do you recommend?
I would recommend you typing in 432 hertz meditation,
Okay.
and then you just allow your soul
Just
to
play
be
through
guided.
it. YouTube got
You-
all types.
And
Got
just
all- it's
really
moon
medicine.
child.
And then
man.
listen to
Put on
Moon-
Moonchild,
Moonchild.
bro.
Did you-
Moonchild,
Thundercat.
Thundercat,
Moonchild.
Moonchild.
Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
Jaden
Jaden
Smith.
Smith, yeah.
He just released an album with 432 hertz.
Did
Yeah,
they?
yeah, Jaden Smith.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Moon.
he-
Earth
yeah.
Gang.
Earth Gang.
Oh, I know about. I just
Yeah.
found my Earth Gang last month.
Herb Game's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
But
good.
Moonchild
Wow.
though, Moonchild puts
I'm
you in a
hip.
different mood. It's like play Moonchild 6 a.m. That's one of the bangers.
Now you're trying to be
Music
funny.
is
Earth,
very
Wind, and Fire. Like,
Oh, they was
certain
talking about a
songs,
lot.
Yeah, Earth, Wind,
Live
and
music too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, live music.
And,
is
and,
fun.
yeah.
and that hit different. Live music is different than,
Yeah.
than even just the quality of sound, the way music touches your senses. Live music does something
Because
different.
it's
to the
alive.
spirit.
It,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You can
Feel
feel
Imagine,
the-
imagine
the
you
tone.
you ever been somewhere like with the drums and you there and the drums are just beating your heart.
Yeah.
But they playing though. This is
Yeah.
a
Right.
bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You can
Like
feel
you
that.
listening
Yeah.
to good music.
You can't really feel that when you got, you can, but it's not the
It's not the
same.
same.
It's
It's
like
not
a
authentic.
it's like a person who can sing and who can't. When a person can sing, you feel that. You know, like old school music. When Aretha sang, you felt that
Right.
shit.
It's
Most
not about-
artists
it's
now.
not
That
about
music back
Erykah
then was something
Badu that
different.
just-
Everybody
Yeah.
do is dope too.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
Orange
for
Moon
sure.
has
Yeah.
been my song just through everything. That's just been my babies.
Oh, you say Orange Moon?
Orange
yeah,
Moon.
Orange. Yeah,
I
heard
was
that.
vibes with that.
Yeah, I vibe with her. I vibe with
When
her.
I was
Yeah.
like 15, talking about some
man.
Orange Moon, and I'm talking about Orange Moon. I'm like, this is how she
That's the
talking
type
about.
of
This is what
music
she
you
talking
want to
about.
listen
The
to on a
reflection that I
daily
learned
basis.
about. And I'm
Like
like,
seriously, because I don't know about y'all. Like, how do y'all feel like when you surrounded by your friends that don't have this type of knowledge and they be playing all this yada yada yada?
I don't hang with them.
The music,
Just being
the
honest.
music of these mainstream artists be disturbing my frequency. You know what I'm saying? It feels like an attack. Just keep attacking the full 40.
Yeah.
It's destructive.
That trendy music, it doesn't just appeal to me like it used to. You know
It's
how you just
because-
outgrow stuff?
Yeah.
I think that's just spirit. You know, your spirit is just like, no, this ain't for my frequency anymore.
Yeah.
You know, as you evolve as a person. Because I can listen to it now, but I'm dissecting it. You know, I'm listening to what the lyrics are saying. I'm seeing how this beat is making me feel. You know, it's not like, I don't know, you can't even dance. I'm a dancer. Play a song.
Yeah.
I want to catch a groove.
I wanna catch a beat.
So you
feel
listen
me?
to the rhythm of the music.
Yeah,
Me
because
too.
that's
why I
how
do beats.
us as beings are. That's what music is supposed to move your spirit. You want to feel those butterflies when you hear that song for the first time. You're like, oh my God, that hit
that
me,
feels
you know.
good, yeah.
Hey,
Shout out to Harry Styles.
Yeah, yeah. But most shit you don't feel anymore. It's
Like
just
line
you hearing
dances,
it.
like
Yeah.
line
It's
dances
like,
songs.
it's like taking the soul out of music and
Yeah.
placing
Yeah.
it with an image of an idea of what you're supposed to be. It's like, and then when you listen to it constantly, you truly become that frequency, and then you get trapped in the song. So it's like, if you want to jam, I mean, it's a healthy way. You can listen to your music and you can listen to 432 hertz, so you can jam
Yeah.
and be
You
healed.
can.
Like,
You can do the
we've
same
done that.
shit.
Switch it. You can switch it.
Done
yeah,
that.
I mean, so I take advantage of 432 hertz. It's the Earth's frequency. You're living on a live being.
The earth is just a big organism.
It's truly when you realize
our
what you
mama.
are and you
Right.
learn
Our
about
mama.
the earth that you live on, not just as a home, as something what they gave us is the house and the cars, and
Right.
we don't really see how nature responds to our being because we're not outside all the time. And now that technology is being elevated and shit, it's 5G, it's about to be 11, 12, and there's going to be 12 iPhone 10,000. You know what I'm saying? They go up every single year.
Right.
So
For the
it's like,
same
what
shit.
type of energy is going to be out 5 years from now?
It's the 5G
But-
versus the 5D.
Yeah.
But
when
you know the key though is up to us
Absolutely.
though to do something
exactly.
about it.
It's turning on the 432 hertz within yourself.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Truly,
say,
and that's when you become the repellent to all frequencies from futures on and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to learn more about yourself and be around spiritual beings. That's not only feeding your mind, feeding your soul. Listen to music that feeds your soul. That's why if you get caught up on Instagram and stuff like that, you're feeding your ego. You're
I was talking
feeding.
about that last week.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, you get
had
stuck
to.
on Instagram. You forget you on Instagram because that dopamine just hitting you like, hey,
I
they
went on
just turned
unfollow
it.
spree the other day.
What's new?
Yeah, I
What's
had to
new?
get off of Facebook. Man.
Shoot, look, I be having my moments on Instagram. I'm like, nah, I didn't even know I was
said it got
on
real.
I'm
here.
pretty sure we all
You got
got
stuck.
I was like-
Did you
No,
see
no,
get stuck.
no,
Somebody said you got
like
stuck in the zone.
Yeah.
like Facebook,
Yeah.
like Facebook, like I get my
That was me
news and stuff
before.
from everything. Like I
Yeah.
get my news from social media. I don't
Yeah.
watch mainstream social media because they be lying.
Yeah.
But I get news from everybody else because
Yeah.
everybody got their own perspective, and
Right.
you get people's stories and you bring the truth out of it.
Yeah.
The truth gonna line
You
up.
can do your own research after
Right.
that. Once you get the info, let me look this up because that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. Especially the people I follow is people like this at this table.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so
Yeah.
it teaches me something. So that's why when I do scroll, most of the time I'm learning something. I'm like, oh, I never knew this fact
You can
before.
learn every day.
That
You're
is true.
supposed to use
Right.
social media to learn. You feel me? Especially you follow inspirational people. They got crystals. You with your books. You feel me? Hailey does her own classes. You know, just we got to get into that as
Right,
well.
what we
Yeah,
talking
about? Go ahead, Hailey.
Hey,
I'm
talking about
here.
Haley.
Haley
Yeah.
just like, I'm
I had
taking
to.
everything.
What the music?
We had to segue in. You quiet.
Let's see if she got.
Go for it.
Okay, so before I say what that is, I just want to say, or preface it with saying I'm on my own personal healing journey and just self-realization. And so my mom is a source that I use all the time because she's just so incredibly knowledgeable about so much stuff. And so I've been feeling like as in the past maybe 2 years, it's been kind of like a shift for me that's just been kind of happening, and I haven't really paid attention to it until like recent months. Like I've lost, or I don't even want to say lost, but I've transitioned out of certain friendships. I've transitioned out of certain places, and I felt like I'm so alone. Why am I like this? But then I started having things gravitate to me that didn't gravitate to me before. I'm starting to understand and see things differently that I didn't see before. Mm-hmm. And so in all of that, having conversations with my mom, talking about, pure consciousness, feeling the energy that I feel within myself without having conversations with anybody. We were talking about like that knowledge that you already possess, you know what I mean? Starting to actually feel that energy. In that self-discovery journey, I've discovered pole dancing. Mm-hmm. So pole dancing isn't necessarily new to me. Back a few years ago, I used to strip, but I never did that though. And when I was in that strip club, I was in a totally different space, right? It was out of a means of I don't have any money. This is a fast way to make money. I would disconnect myself. I felt very I was a shell in this space, and I didn't really connect with it. Now that I'm coming back to pole dancing, it's really like a spiritual journey that I never thought I would experience with it. So when he's talking about classes, that's something that I eventually want to teach is pole dancing.
Yeah.
In a
speaking
way,
and manifesting it, we just talking it into life.
Absolutely.
In a way that's like healing. You know what I mean? Because you hear pole dancing, you think stripping, you think one thing, one archetype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't think about, especially as women, that connection that you have. Once you guys, promote self-love, once you feel that within yourself, especially as a woman, because of what society tries to do to strip that from you all the time, and you feel that power, the power in your seduction specifically, not even it being just about sex, but what is seduction, and once you channel that, it's like a whole new level of you feel that goddess energy, and it's like a crazy type of feeling that I've been coming into on my own, and I want to be able to teach that outwardly and have other women have those experiences, or other people, whoever's interested, because I find my journey to just be so interesting. I'm not eating meat, and I've been vegan before, but that was just for health reasons, right? I wasn't really thinking of it in a spiritual way. Now I naturally just don't want to eat that kind of stuff. I don't drink. I don't drink all the time.
Right.
You know, right now.
We understand. We on the same path.
But it's just I say all of that to say, with my pole journey, and I've been talking to my friends about it, you really ought to try this, break that whole idea of being a hoe or being, overtly sexy or anything like that. When you just feel that energy within yourself, it literally exudes in so many other avenues of your life. I view things differently. I walk differently. I feel like I exist differently. And not just from that, but it's a big part of it. So
that's amazing.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dope.
Yes.
Snap, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And honestly, watching Hailey along her journey is one of those things that you could say it's inspiring me. You feel me? I've seen you at your, I don't want to say your lowest, but kind of at your lowest, and just seeing what 2 years can change.
Yeah.
How a person can evolve completely, that caterpillar effect, just going through those stages from your caterpillar to the cocoon to finally starting to stretch your wings. They ain't fully blossomed yet, but they are. You feel me? So just seeing that part of you, I'll tell you, I'm proud of you. You feel me? And
Thank you.
why I wanted to channel that into you.
Just threw me out there.
I know I have. I have, because it's something to be proud of. That's something I'm proud to say. Hey, Hailey doing her damn thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? The world might not know just yet, but when the world know, they'll know.
They know.
So shout out to you.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hailey.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Absolutely.
That's dope. So much gratitude.
Even
But we forgot to tell them the word of the day. So today's word of the day is history. Y'all know today is, not today. This month is Black History Month.
Melanin history.
And I just want to put history up there. I got a question for y'all. Let's break the ice. Do y'all support Black History Month?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't in this.
It's existence.
I don't know. I think
We exist.
Black History Month is. It's not for me.
It's a different. Yeah, go ahead, girl.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I don't feel like it's for me. I don't learn anything new, and we always talk about the same few black people.
Motherfucking ones.
So it's I view Black History Month as a way for people
Damn,
who
you can't.
To dumb us
Douglas,
down.
that's the damn.
you know what I'm saying, people who aren't really connected to the history.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gives them a little slight introduction, and it might make some people feel better. You know what I'm saying? I did a little bit to learn about black people during this time. I mean, or even those black people who don't really know the knowledge of, where they come from. I think it's cute. But I don't necessarily.
Hold on. To cut it short though, you don't support it, right?
I mean, I don't not support it. I just feel like
I'm just curious.
She's cute. She's
it's cool. It's,
So you like?
cute. It's fine.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. What about you, my sister?
I would say, I'm too much in my mind to even give any energy to everything else. I mean, I give my love to everybody. You know, I send love out to my past self, love, future self, love. So I just be like, you know what? I just, I'm okay. I mean, I shout out to everybody. Y'all did your thing, and I mean, I'm shout out to y'all. But you know, I'm just, I don't know. I do not.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
it's
say
okay
why
with me. It's not. It's not a. You know.
Yeah.
We're not really. They're really honestly. That I feel like I was listening to. Okay, so I was speak. Okay, let me just go back. I was in a car, and then I just thought about. I'm like, it's February. Oh, it's Black History Month. Then I thought about how they really. It's like they're laughing at you in your face, pretty much. It's like smearing icing on the pain, but not really focusing on the pain. How much they made Black Lives Matter such a you know, propaganda, like, and I'm just, and I don't want to get too deep, but I just be like, you know,
get deep.
Get deep. We got
honestly, I just be like, it's not that serious to me. Where's the real change? What about these? You know, where's the real change?
Yeah.
Like, I care more about living each day, learning more about myself, learn about when I heal myself, I heal the entire universe. I don't just pray over this earth, this solar system. I pray for the entire universe. God, I give you some love too, because you know what I'm saying. As above, so below. Man. So you know, you get what I'm saying. So I'm like, my mind is high. I'm in the 5D realm. I'm always thinking about how can I better my life each day. I will forget that today was even February until I really have to, and then I'll because I'm so much in my mind learning how to just
eternity right there.
Learning how to decode, I'm a mother, so I'm learning my son. You know, I'm with the love of my life, so I'm always learning about he's truly my reflection, and how we met was so divine. Okay, love at first sight. Stop playing with me. Just to hit
Story time.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Story time.
Baby, you gotta do it.
Story time.
All praises
You
to
do
the
it, baby.
Most High.
You
All
do it,
praises
baby.
to the Most High in the universe. All praises.
All right, it's a long story, but I'm gonna just break it down in little pieces. Okay, so I was hanging out with my friend, and she was on a double date, and she asked me if I can go with her. I said, yeah, free food, girl. Okay, whatever you want, some, okay, whatever. So I hung out. We went out to downtown. What's that place over in the corner, babe? Down in the flats.
Punch Bowl Social.
We went to Punch Bowl
good
Social.
Good spot.
Great
Punch
spot.
Bowl Social, and I didn't have my ID, but I told them I was grown. I'm like, I promise. She was like, nah, bro, you can't. Sorry, sister, but you can't come in here without an ID. And then my friend didn't have an ID, but the dude did. So they were like, okay, Britt, so where else you want to eat? And I'm like, the only place I know I saw coming down here was Bar Louie. Let's just go there. And my fiance, he was the coldest bartender downtown West 6. If you know, you know.
Shit.
All right, pew, pew,
Okay, hype 'em up.
Okay, if you know, you know, you know.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
yeah,
That's a virtuous woman.
You said
no,
a
for
plug.
real.
You
He's
said
the
a plug.
I'm telling you, the plug. True divine energy. So yeah, we went out to Bar Louie. I was sitting in the booth, and she talking to the dude, and you know, I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, you know, the food is good, but you know, I'm bored. Why am I here? Whatever. But I'm like, okay, is this free food? And I'm here with my girl. Cool. So I remember I was just chilling there, and I remember in the corner of my eye, I saw somebody walking super fast, but I don't know, it just wanted something natural just to do that. So I just looked, and so happened he looked at the same. We both caught eye at the same time. Intimate, instant connection. I'm like, oh, that's my husband. Oh, let me go outside to him. But I sat in my seat because I'm like, did that just really happen, girl? Did you see that? She was like, no,
and,
you know.
And it honestly, it really was
That's
like
awesome.
it really was like love at first sight.
It was
because,
love at first sight.
Like when I say like when from my standpoint, for me being behind the bar, I'm just doing my thing. See her walk in. Well, I didn't really even see her walk in. She just kind of walked in with her friends. And for me, just be doing my thing, I was walking, like she said, super duper fast. And when I looked up, and she looked up literally at the exact same time, like this, and it just stopped for a second like this.
And
It was
my
like that
heart.
freeze, that moment where everything stopped.
I was
It was
like,
like,
wow. I'm gonna change my life for him. I don't know who that is. I don't know that my husband right there. But something cute happened that same night. So I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm come on, Gemini, stop playing with me. Period. We go over and beyond for the love of our lives. Okay, we like to show our. I don't know. We're just like we just that beautiful vibe. So. That night when we left, I'm like, I have to go back to this bar to see him one more time. I just got to, and I felt like a teenager. I felt like I don't know, just beautiful.
that childlike energy.
Okay, and then I'm like, how can I finesse these? I'm like, how can I finesse the girls to chill with so we can go back to the bar? So I'm like, let's get some drinks and turn over. In my head, I'm like, I'm about to go see my man. And then we came back to the bar. His little fine self came behind the bar and was like, looking good or whatever. I forget what you said, but he said something. I'm just looking at him like, you already know why I'm back here. They don't know, but I'm looking at you. You already know. But since then, I've got my spiritual awakening being with him. I saw my first chemtrail and really knew what the hell it was. He took me out of the matrix, truly.
That's true.
And yes, for real, we've learned so much about ourselves being together. And I've learned so much about just who I am as a woman. I've learned so much being with this man. He changed my life, and we have our beautiful son Adonis, my little baby. Adonis. Beautiful. He is truly love. He's a Taurus. And he's so gentle, so sweet. He's so sweet. Okay. And I love my son. I know my son is here. He's a spiritual. He's really, really, he's a divine little baby. He's so intelligent, so smart. I love my baby.
Awesome. Well,
that's my baby.
Congratulations to y'all.
That's it.
I'll take a sip to that.
Yeah. Go take a sip. I got an answer. Yep. Hey, but that was well said. I didn't drink shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I wanted to participate. But all right, to finish up the topic real quick,
okay.
Do you believe? Are you done with the
Yes,
history?
I am straight.
Okay. Do you support black? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
just wanted to just clear up my little "that's cute" comment. I still stand by that, but I also feel like Black History Month, for people like in this space who are always constantly learning and seeking knowledge, I just think it just hits differently just in general, because it's not like we're just taking this month to learn about ourselves. We're doing that every day actively and passively. You know what I mean? So that's just, I just wanted to clarify that.
That was good.
We agree with you both ways.
Yeah. Absolutely. For me,
Speak to the mic a little bit.
Oh, my bad. So for me, when it comes to Black History Month, because I understand what the agenda really truly is, when it's to pacify you so that you don't reach your fullest potential, and it's to pacify you by the content of what you guys are glorifying. I mean, you're glorifying Black History Month. That's exactly what you're getting. Why is it when we say that some people are like, with melanin, when you start to, if you really were to go into Melanin History Month and we would have realized what that was, and we start to unlock our godliness from it would be way different. But see, words are very powerful.
You are God.
They won't do
Now.
that.
But
You said melanin with a lot of emphasis.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Tell me about that. I don't know anything about this.
Melanin.
I mean, he's. I never heard of month though.
Even more than you,
that a real
buddy.
thing?
No,
He said if he was making the melanin.
Is that real? What about that? New Orleans?
Because he always be saying melanin. Freedom always like melanin.
Okay, so melanin. Yeah. When you realize what melanin is, and then you realize what you are really made of, then you can realize, like, you start to realize why you are encapsulated in such a marvelous body. When you realize melanin is a cosmic molecule. It is a binder inside of your DNA. You remember that love that you were talking about, that when we said what binds truly, it is melanin. Before we started to lose touch with what we were and started to fall from grace, and our frequency started to become lowered.
Speak that truth, brother.
we realize who and what we are. We realize, and let me not even say like knowing that melanin is in your skin, and everything that we're saying is not by any means a plateau. This is just a piece of you. You are a child of the cosmic sun. Do you understand how magnificent you are? This is just nothing but a ring, just a drop in the ocean. But it's going to sound so magnificent. This is what I was saying. When you realize the majesty in which you are, you could get caught up on that light of the godliness that you see within yourself. And to realize that God put you, your spirit, your consciousness inside of this superconducting computer. This. I mean, and then this is how it's represented with the copper, with this copper tint that we have. This is how it's represented, but in actuality, this is absolutely nothing to just what that molecule can do. Now learning how to activate that's the truth beyond all of this. That's what I'm more into. Like when it comes to the vaccine, how do you encode your DNA so that you can, us melanated people, can learn how to use this melanin to counteract it, push it out of your body with all of your consciousness. Come on. That's the conversation that I feel like that needs to be had, because I am literally the only person that I know that is talking about how we can, even if you get it, we can defeat it with all that we are. And as soon as you start to get that consciousness rolling in, everybody will be able to do it, become common knowledge. You know how unstoppable it'll be? They'll be like, inject me, motherfucker. They'll be like saying, shoot me, stab me.
You won't.
Do you understand? Like,
because this vaccine, the COVID, it's a fourth dimensional being. When you know that you're a sixth dimensional being, and you start embracing that, you start being around.
Absolutely, you overcome just with your frequency, and that's the thing. Just with your frequency, you don't have to do anything.
You gotta turn off the stuff that's going. You gotta turn off the stuff that's gonna feed that. I don't listen to the news, because all it does, even if you listen to it subconsciously,
but they're messing with warlocks.
Right.
Come on, they're messing with people who've been here before.
They're messing with the original people.
The original people. Do you know what happens when you mess with the gods? Do you know what happens?
Ye are gods.
Do you know?
Ye are gods.
Do you know?
God body season.
Yeah. Do you see what they're doing now? Here's the thing. Now here's the flip side of it. Now everybody thinks that they are. And I do apologize from sidetracking from the original thing, but this all comes back to, I promise you, I can make a full circle, like Black History Month.
Just flow.
Yeah. Throw the bomb.
Jumping like a hot.
And that's why. But if you realize everything that they're doing, they're attacking you. And again, this is a spiritual thing, so they're attacking you from all of your senses, all six senses stuff, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, every single thing, and then your spirit, which is the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. That 440 hertz that you're hearing, a lot of times now it's more prevalent when you hear it in the hip hop and stuff, because they have garbage lyrics on top of it. But what about the subliminal stuff? What about the GMO? What about the 440 hertz media that you're watching, the Tyler Perry shit that preaches Jim Crow laws, sends the man against the female, the tall against that's GMO. That's 440. It's GMO. It's toxic to your senses.
Like,
when you watch Tyler Perry, I'm sorry, guys.
Go ahead, baby. Listen.
When you watch Tyler Perry, if you really watch closely, first and foremost, just think about where the money flows. He's getting his money from people but that's a whole different thing. That's one way you can watch it. But look at the content. If you look at the content, there's a small degradation of classes with like rich men, poor men, with some men, with females. And if you think about the way that the other people look at us, they'll see us in this so low vibrational light of men constantly beating up on women. And how many? It's low vibration. It's GMO, genetically modified organism. That's what it is. It is. They're creating energy that has no calories in it. They're feeding you garbage with no calorie, with nothing really in it. Empty calories is what it is. It's empty calorie media to keep you distracted from realizing the true potential of who and what you are.
That's why I want to take over
been
media.
Like that. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
You being independent speaks so much
volumes.
volumes.
Reason why though.
You know?
Because, I never knew from that point of view, but I knew from, just seeing it in general, what they feed us and everything.
Just imagine Black History Month being one facet. The biggest part to me that pisses me off is the fact that it pacifies us. So when I see people literally, I watch them like put the pacifier on and watch them do not just the slaughtering of us and all that stuff, but they do conscious trickery and stuff around your heads, and then he spins spells and circles around your head. And I literally, from the eye that I see, watch black people fall for it. Like she says, listening to the music, the redundancy, the and repetition and things like that.
Movies, come on.
You about to agree with me too.
They do that for a reason.
Judas and that Black Messiah, they're gonna show that with Fred Hamilton showing him getting killed and stuff. That's gonna dumb us down.
It lowers the frequency. Now, and the big thing too. Now, here's the thing about idols. So when you watch your idols fall, this is now when you talk about the Bible and you talk about do not worship false idols. Think about Black Panther. You do not worship false idols because they will kill your idols off and then they will lower the vibrational frequency. The motherfucker ain't. Shut up. Let me.
Why you stopping? Go ahead.
No, speak the truth.
No, I'm just saying. So they'll kill off the character because if you really truly think about it, when it really happened, it was Black Panther died. All black people. No.
Wakanda forever.
Right. Everybody, they were devastated. Like their uncle died. Think about what happened to the vibrational frequency. Everything is energy. Why would you do that?
It starts from us.
Oh,
that was the same thing that happened with Kobe.
Yeah,
when they killed
the
Kobe.
exact same.
You get black people to
once they kill him, people
because of the melanin. The melanin is a super molecule, and when our consciousness lowers like that, it really changes things.
It changes the environment
and the GMOs
and everything quickly.
Off that.
Yeah,
they
manifest quickly.
So they know that.
Yeah,
and
that's something else.
Yeah,
that's something else for y'all out there that's listening.
You learning today.
You learning today. And sun gaze.
That's one of the best ways to do it.
Sun gazing will kill off any disease,
any parasites in your body.
If you sit in the sun for like 30,
you know what's going on right now? We live in Cleveland, and that's why my mood has been up and down.
Yesterday though.
Yeah, the sun came out yesterday.
The sun was out. That's why I think it came out. It was like y'all need this.
Right. That was beaming.
It was beaming. I was like, oh shit. That's why I was outside.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, here we go. I talked to him. I'm like, Rod, I haven't seen you in a minute.
And then just to cool it down, go get that lunar energy.
Yep. We need the both.
That's the manifesting energy. That's the energy when you're ready to attract anything in your life. That's the moon will. The moon will speak to you. You'll feel the agreement.
Yeah.
Especially
the sun
when
and the moon are the same.
Especially when you like speak affirmations inside to the sun. That's a whole different solar plexus activation. Like I'm about to get up and work. Like
I heard my higher self when I was meditating under the moon. That's the first time I heard my higher self because I meditated.
What your higher self say to you?
I couldn't understand. Well, one, you have to clear your thoughts. So I was meditating under the tree after work every day for at least 45 minutes, and it just got to a point where it was just staticky outside, and I'm like, I'm hearing some other frequency right now. And then I was able to hear, and I heard it was like coming from some point from this star, and I'm like, damn, this is new. I'm like, I need to meditate, kind of just pass it on. And so cover my ears. I'm like, oh, outside is loud. This isn't just some whatever. So cover my ears, got into my meditation, and this voice crept through. And you know your own thoughts.
Right.
And this was loud, and it was powerful, and it just like slowly emerged. But then my thoughts like, who the fuck is that? I've never heard this person before. And then my thoughts just kept racing, and it faded out. And I couldn't get back to that point because I'm always anticipating to hear myself again, but it was such a warmth, that I just saw gold in my, within my mind when I just saw gold.
That furnace.
And I was just like, wow, I heard myself, and I'm like, this is the one.
You heard your true self.
I heard my true self.
Higher self.
But it was under the moon. I always would talk to Luna. That's why I call her that. Luna, hey, what's good? Yeah, every night. You feel me?
And that's to go back to that. Well, y'all can keep going. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
And that's beautiful.
But no, that's good. That's good. That's pretty good. So is Luna? Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. Ask her.
Is Luna considered the moon?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. I was curious. Cause I was thinking right here. I hope Luna means moon. Okay. I got it.
In Spanish, Luna, La Luna.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I call her Luna. It just fits. Like I love it, La Luna. That just sounds beautiful to me. So that's why I call her that.
Definitely give your thanks to the moon.
You got to.
If you guys, when you see something change in the atmosphere, just give gratitude because there's there's something happening that's healing you right in that moment by you recognizing the moon. The moon sees you too. You're not. The moon ain't like this. The moon like that. The moon looking at you too like that. Like I see. But when you give thanks to the moon, you move your life as a co-creator into the life that you desire. So it's gratitude is something that's so spiritual, so powerful. When you give thanks back to whatever, even if you don't know. That's why I just don't pray for the earth. Oh my God, I know you bigger than that.
Right.
Let me get you. Let me just be on one accord because we're already in one accord. So
I want to hear
about the moon.
Brother Desire about to read about the moon.
all right, let's hear it.
All right, Immathel, truth of God, moon. 18 from Debriel is Immathel, the truth of God, and she is the moon. She is the friend and companion of truth, and she sees the earth, and her eyes and her heart can penetrate the deepest forest and the most lonely heart. She teaches man to know reality. No pretense can escape her alone. She is the enemy of the politicians and the rulers and the conditioning of the mind. She is the body of God's discerner of spirits, and she is a friend to Messiah. She is the master of trying the spirits and relationship with God. She is the protector of those who love and teach the lofty enlightenment of repentance. She is the master of intuition and the sense of questioning. She is the elder to the lonely and weary. She is the spectator of all sorrows and a witness to those who desert their loved ones and abandon their duties and will witness against them at the day of judgment. She comforts those who mourn. Immathel is the herald of the end of each world. She is the advocate of hope and the master of dreams of better days. Her sorrow will be great force for God to act with decision during tribulation times. She's ever faithful and will be forever unclean with dead man's bones until all things are made new before God after the judgment. She sings a song of the only begotten and his face before man and all their secret acts. You must repent for any untruth in your soul and be willing to learn before approaching her.
I love her.
I love her.
That was powerful.
She's the sun for the creatures of the night. You feel me? I
You
love
know.
being. You feel me? I love being us.
You know,
Did you hear that? Oh, I'm sorry. I
but
wasn't
for
me.
real.
I felt that.
And this is so dope that we come from different angles with the truth with it. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Something that I've been doing recently, maybe in like the past few months, is keeping a moon journal. So,
that's beautiful.
and it's been helping me a lot. Just reflect on as I'm manifesting the things that I want into my life, the things that I already know to be. Just how am I feeling during the new moon? Because that's the time of like cultivating what ideas, what new energies, what do you want to put in place? How am I feeling in this space right now? I'll journal that, and then when it's a full moon, harvesting time. How did that manifestation that I planned during the new moon, how did that turn out? What do I need to fix? What do I need to change? Do I need to change direction altogether? It just kind of helps me because I've always felt super connected to the moon, and it just kind of helps me put things into perspective. Journaling, I have like millions of journals of different things, but my moon journal helps me with that connection with her and just feeling that energy. Understanding it, because something that you might manifest during the new moon, you get to the full moon and you realize maybe that wasn't the proper thing, or maybe I need to tweak it in this way, and just kind of staying present in that. It just brings you so much clarity that I'm just really feeling. So
and definitely when you watch the cycles, that's a different experience too.
Yeah,
like and using the energies of the cycles, like she's saying. There's energies that happens on the new moon, and that's it's if you know, if you don't know, you don't know, but then your body will still be moving in certain ways that passively you'll get the blessing. You feel me? It's abundance for everybody. Okay, so but when you are intentionally co-creating, that's something else. So definitely using that new moon energy to manifest, to start a new goal. When you see the new moon is the sky is dark, the sky is black. Right. And that's the new moon energy, and then you'll feel different. So when you know that it's the new moon, do something. Use that Mars action energy that's in you. As above, so below. There's no separation. You can really tap into that moon energy when you connect to that. When you close your eyes and you see the moon, you can feel the moon in you. So when you just connect to that new moon energy, you manifest. In full moon, like she said, you can release, and also you can play your music that gets you turned up, because it's a celebration too. It's like when you manifest it on the new moon, you have so many days until the full moon. If you're watching the cycles and seeing how you are, moving towards what you're manifesting, moving towards, and not using each cycle as the moon illuminates, but using it with intention and growing. And then you see the harvest on the full moon. You're like, I made that happen in the new moon. And you use that energy on the full moon. If you turn up on the full moon, you're going to turn up a different type of turn up on the full moon, because everything is illuminated. The earth is on a high frequency. So even when you're arguing with somebody, you about to say something you don't mean, and it's going to go too far. And then that's when they get lunatics. The people do other stuff around the moon, the full moon, because everybody's energy is just activated at a higher frequency. So
has the I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
So has the full moon happen often? No, does it happen often?
Yeah, it happens every once a month.
So watch the cycles of the moon. Just see when it's thin and as it expands. You feel me? It's like the
so
womb.
Where we at right now? Like today?
We just had a full.
Yeah, we just had a full.
That's
a couple days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we see more descending. So
waning.
Crescent moon.
Now, since we talking about this whole topic, what is
I was about to say the light is going like this, and then it's going black, then it'll go up.
So then it's gonna go back.
Then
full.
it gets
Oh, it feels
when you just
cycles.
You have a clear sky out here, so you can see the moon. When you see the moon, you see it and learn the cycles. And when you learn the cycles with yourself, you can use that for your business. You can use it's. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So
now that you said that, he said business. I'm like,
you can use the days. You can use the days of the week
to
manifest.
I'm about to say
you know when it's a Friday.
Yeah.
That Friday, what
Friday
can you do
feels-
on that Friday energy?
So it's called
Connected to your creativity.
Yeah.
What can you do on that Saturday energy when you know, even if you don't know, but you know that when it's a Saturday and when it's a Friday, you know? So using those energies to cultivate your life and co-create, you know, they're not here just for no reason. Like
Exactly. And people have been doing it for so long. If you think, I mean, farmers, they use the moon for their crops, and they've been doing that since farming has been a thing, you know? So even if you're not connected to the moon spiritually and you need like proof or evidence of something to be, I mean, the Farmer's Almanac is just based on the moon cycles. And I mean, you can see it in the earth and how the earth moves. How does the water move during a new moon versus the full moon? How do the tides change? You know what I'm saying? The energy is so incredibly strong. It's palpable. Once you start trying to manifest that into your own life, and you start using that energy, like you said, to manifest the thing that you want, it just moves so different.
and the moon energy is for free. They don't want nothing.
All the stuff is free.
Everything's
Yes,
free.
the earth is free.
It should be a free world.
It really is.
should
The
be.
new moon be like,
going
I'm
to.
here for you.
It's
What
going
you
to.
really,
Next
really
dimension.
want?
Next
What you really,
dimension.
really want? You
It's
know?
going
They're gonna
to
start
be
charging $10.99 a month for it.
Right.
So.
Right. For some sun.
They would try.
$40.
They would try.
But
They would try.
they have been putting posts over the sun.
Right.
They have been
Getting
putting
sun.
posts over the
That's
sun.
$10.
You can look at the
put
sun.
some
The sun from the summertime.
Yes.
The summertime sun. I was working out in the summertime sun. That summertime sun was another type of goddess energy, girl. I felt like a warrior. Okay.
I feel like a warrior.
Oriel is something different. She's
How about
powerful.
it? Yeah.
She's
During
real
the
powerful.
summertime,
You should see it.
the sun is a that's the thing, because we are moon energy and the sun is masculine, so it's like charging our solar plexus and balancing us. It's like a moon reaction. The sun knows you too, you know what I'm saying? So even the man being outside and getting that masculine raw energy is very powerful. So yeah, man, the earth is amazing. You know, you plant a
gotta
seed, you
start
get
seeing
15 apples. You know?
We seeing it.
We are.
Yeah, we seeing it now. Yeah.
We wasn't seeing it when we talking about this. So we seeing it. We just at a beginning stage of it, I guess. That's how I look at it. But yeah.
And that's actually why, for me, going to the Black History, because I want to hear both of y'all opinions on it too. That's why I'm not big into Black history, because this is our history.
Thank you.
You know, everything we're talking about right now, this isn't what's in books. This isn't what's on TV being said and talked about on a mega scale, you know, for children to understand, you know, what's the moon? You know, how does she affect me? You know, especially young girls, you feel me? Just imagine kids can manifest from the moon tremendously if you teach them. You feel me? The world can change overnight if we all get into it.
It really can.
It will.
But it is. Kids are
have
now
access.
spiritual.
Yeah.
They're more spiritual than we were back in the day. Because my little brother asked me stuff. I'd be like, but the information. They're not blocking nothing nowadays. The music you hear. Cardi B was saying so much derogatory stuff on her songs. I'm like, little kids, 14, 15, 13, talking about this stuff. And then
That's
you
who they
got the
target.
ones from XX that guy, he's teaching people about 432 hertz, and that's a different type of mainstream media. And then you have the kids, so spiritual, and the kids on YouTube. There's so much information out now than it was then.
They understand. They know how to
I teach my little sister about goddess energy.
Kids are
she
great.
don't know, but
That's
you know,
Zarya.
her sister is a goddess. Girl, I'm gonna tell you your goddess and teach you. So I'm
like,
happy.
Hey, you teaching me something.
And
we gotta be like, we have to
love
be
it.
like children. We have to be like
Childlike energy. Childlike energy, man.
That's how you get
They
that.
know how to operate.
You got to keep that alive. I really believe in always keeping your childlike energy alive. You know,
The inner child is key.
yeah. You know, we get older sometimes. You know, all this stuff started happening. It's like, oh, you start to lose it a little bit, but fuck that. You got to live it every day.
That's when your
Thank
inner
you.
child
You know,
is
you know,
dying
yeah.
when you become an adult. Because that to me, you know, when I work at
Speak.
jobs, I start seeing a lot of grown folk. You know, just I remember I had dreams, or I remember this, and I'm like,
Having me a day.
you became an adult. You know, your inner child is supposed to last forever.
Wow.
Your past is your present. Your future is your present.
Right.
You feel me? And people got to understand.
Live in
those
the now.
Live in the now. Operate how your child wants to operate. You feel me? You don't have to be an adult to survive.
That's a
You
great
feel me?
teaching.
And that's why I tell my daughter, you know, always be a kid. You feel don't you want to be grown so bad until you're grown. You know,
my
it's
God.
you know, I wish I could go back. I'm like,
You know-
don't
But you
worry.
already there. You still a child.
I'm the
Yeah.
biggest kid you'll ever meet.
Right.
Me and her fight all the time. You know, we play, wrestle, everything. I'm a big ass child, but I appreciate that aspect about me, and I want family members to appreciate that.
Facts.
You know, find that kid, you know, within them that's crying. You know, because now they have to put on a suit and tie
And the
instead
world,
of playing
the
in the
world
sand.
is changing
You
to
feel
that
me?
too. So
Yeah.
passively, they're getting that healing too. Like, I'm very thankful of these days. I'm happy I'm awakened and enlightened. I'm happy I can acknowledge the sun instead of just, you know, seeing the sun. I'm happy to look up and really see the stars because they are looking back at you. Like they really are, and it tells you how spiritual, and you know, you just get in that moment. You just really looking at a star. You feel that feeling that abundance, that just knowing of security, and that's when you. Come on, let's talk about the chakras. That's when you heal the chakras, when you get into the moment, when you release the energy of attachment and you just be, and you forget about the podcast, you forget about everything else that keeps you attached, and you just release and you just be in the moment, and you just hear, you know, even if you hear, that's the moments when you do hear your higher self. When I hear my higher self, I get chills. I will get chills in my body, and I'll feel like, oh, that's energy. Every time I like speak to someone, I'm telling someone about themselves, or God would just speak through me, I'll feel chills in my body, and just being in that moment, I'm like, I remember as a child, rest in peace, Grandma, I love you, what's up? My grandma taught me, I was a praise dancer since I was 5 years old. I was praise dancing with my dad, so I was one of those kids dancing all night on Saturday because I'm just kidding, I loved it. So I remember I was dancing this one day, I was dancing really good, and I felt an energy I never felt before. But I felt like I was, instead of dancing the dance, I was dancing to move my body, to heal a brain. And I was young, but I didn't want to dance. My grandma gave me this big speech before I danced. So she told me, you know, I remember I was saying thank you to the ones that were like, you did a great job. I said thank you. She was like, you know, you always say glory to God because God was using you as a vessel. So it's not you. And that day I felt like a vessel. So every time I, you know, just speak to others, and God would just send me that energy, and I feel the chills. I'm like, this is the moment where I can practice building my higher self, building myself, be in the moment. And then my ego would lower, and then I would just feel my heart a different way. So it's something that just being in the moment that does to your whole body. You be feeling like you'll just illuminate a different way when you just being, and then you just like listen to one of them, like a sound like this, and just be quiet. At 17 seconds, if you being quiet, you in a different realm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Stillness speaks.
Yeah.
I read a book about that a few years ago, and you know, it helped me learn that. You know, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Everybody started looking at me. I was like,
I definitely want to hear what Black History means to you.
Yes.
I mean,
me personally, when it comes to Black History Month, I don't care. I'm sorry, hate to say it. I mean, it's not that I don't care about history, obviously. Just I shouldn't base 1 month around our history. I feel like we have way more history than what we know about. Shout out to Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, and all of them. But that's all
We
they
hear
teach
about
us.
them all the time.
Like, what about the new history we have? There's a lot of great entrepreneurs out here right now today that's doing things we never did before, never seen before. Doctors, lawyers, business owners, all this other stuff. So
There's black billionaires now.
yeah, it's billionaires now.
That's that's a part of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Period.
like everybody else pretty much said, the history is now. I mean, of course, we embrace them because they did go through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But we need to focus on more of our history. And first thing, the white people made up Black History Month
Right.
that I know of.
Does that make you mad?
Don't let them have a real his melanin month.
Yeah.
And I was about to
Okay.
say,
Because
we
the
don't even go
mystery
beyond the
schools,
slaves.
okay,
Yeah. It's always
the
like,
mystery
stop the
schools,
slaves.
the
Like,
emerald
we don't know nothing
tablets,
else beyond that.
I love seeing the history. So it's like I don't even have to say, oh, this is a lie. Like there's pyramids here on this earth. What the it's just
Pyramids all over the earth.
It's just like
All
when you see
Antarctica.
when you
Antarctica.
see you get what I'm saying, when you see stuff like that, you know that if your life don't look, if the matrix don't look like that, then you're really put inside of a system. Truly, even the day that when you're born. When I first learned that babies should never be exposed to fluorescent lights. Soon as they come out of your body, they should not be exposed to light. They should be exposed to natural light or darkness. Have a candlelight lit somewhere. They should not, because as soon as you set them up, they're into, you know what I'm saying? And then the way they snip the cord so fast, and just to practice on the placenta, but not to, there's so much blood that the baby's supposed to receive. The core is supposed to stop on its own. It's your body, they don't, you can create life, your body is more powerful than we got to hurry up and cut the cord. This systematic stuff.
They want to sell
teach.
it too.
I've been doing so much
they sell
research
that.
in childbirth.
They box that bitch up and take it out so fast.
It's
like
mind blowing because the way that
Because those other beings
I
are
don't
eating
have
it.
kids.
They feasting off
reptilians.
of
but
it.
it's just been
They
such an
feasting
interesting
off
thing
of
to me,
it.
that process of pregnancy and childbirth, and how it's been so. I've just been so. I've always been interested in it because being a mom is something that I know that I'm here to be, and I look forward to that moment.
You'll be great, mommy.
Thank you.
Yeah. I want to be a husband and a father soon.
I've been looking into women who've already experienced natural childbirth, and just in the difference of the two, and just all the things that we were taught before. Because I am obtaining my degree in public health, so I feel like I have both sides of the spectrum, you know what I mean? Like seeing how it is medically and seeing how it is, how it should be, how we once were, and the difference of it all. I don't know, it just blows my mind. And then we see that in these new generations of kids, how they're coming up starting from birth, you know what I mean, because of this medical process that just instantly tries to disconnect them. And then it just goes on from there, and then you just have these families that are just incredibly disconnected, and it just, it's powerful to see. Yeah,
it's a cycle, and you got to think about the level of intent that it would take for somebody to build an entire system and a matrix.
It's
around.
a true
That's
system.
psychology.
Yeah.
We experienced it. I was belly huge, being faced with these people that are smiling in your face.
Yeah,
And we listened to vaccines. We heard it all. We ready. What's up, Bob? Come on, we're
Right,
not
man.
doing the vaccine,
we know
buddy. We
everything.
already said we're
Listen.
gonna wait until you
Right,
But you gotta
giving
get.
us
We
facts.
knew how to fix the system.
brought this there.
We was ready. We was like,
But you have to be.
But
because
you
they,
have to.
They
They do not care. They do not
They don't care about
Yeah,
us.
no.
They
No,
was-
they do.
listen,
No, they do.
Get this though. So
Oh
at one
my
point
gosh.
in time, they told my guys, like, listen, if you don't give your son the vaccine,
He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
He gonna die
And keep
right
in mind,
now.
you gotta keep in mind the psychological warfare of a woman
They-
being in such a vulnerable state from getting
Like
so much
my
terrible.
babies too.
That's
They
terrible.
it's an institution, so they know these people go to work and clock in every day. So you got to think about again the intent of somebody who does that type of thing, and we
They're
have
master
to
level-
cycle our.
But it's like.
psychologists.
And
They know how to
And
feed
words
it,
have
and
so
words.
much magic
Yeah.
too.
But
So
the
institution-
woman has
Like
to be
this.
spiritually
Wizardry.
Your words
spiritually
are your
strong.
Yeah.
You have
Ah.
the woman has to be strong in those moments, because the way they attacked our emotions, the way they attack our emotions, you just have to know the truth so that you can look at him like, I'm a goddess, bro. Get out of my face. Like,
And that's
I
all
just,
it is, like-
you know.
That's why she need the God with her so he can be protected.
Oh,
My
he
son,
has to stand right by her.
non-vaccinated, he
When I
needed
say-
ish.
when I
Shaid,
say- I
okay.
was there the
My
entire
son
way, like,
fire.
oh no, there'll be none of that.
Yeah.
Listen, at one point in time, they were like,
Man.
they said, oh, we're going to take your son over to the back, and you guys can stay
I remember
here.
I got
like,
up-
he will not leave my sight.
But look,
I was
when
barely
they-
blinking in the hospital. I was like,
As soon as they
this.
came into the room,
You was
I'm up
beaming
like
on
this,
them.
baby.
Yeah,
Get the-
nah.
Cause I ain't moving. I just had the baby,
They
so
was
I'm
afraid
up
that
like,
angel-
baby.
angels.
Go
No.
check.
See, but they afraid of this one the most because
It
they
was-
know her state. So
Right.
They like,
It
he's
was-
standing behind her.
It was
That's not
this
often.
one dude.
That's not often.
Especially a black
This-
or a melanin man. Like, you don't see that.
Black
too often.
family is power in black
Unity.
family.
And when
Yeah.
I
They
say-
are,
but-
yes.
and here's
It's strong.
But here's the thing. What I noticed is that when they noticed that, because again,
They terrified.
Yeah, but
No, you can see it in her face.
But
It's-
they had
they
this
get they.
intent. They had this intent, like, so. Now here's the thing. When it comes to the like the medical field, they know that at least us, they fed us so much BS through the food, through the psychology, through the education, everything. That by the
Propaganda.
time that you get to the hospitals, you're broken and weak, and then you're susceptible to all the BS.
That they tell you, uncurable, you know.
in there, a lot of them feel like gods and goddesses in there because they feel
can
like they
save
can run.
your child.
They can, yes,
I am your
and
God.
we can treat you, and every time you feel pain is what, and we can
I'll fix
alleviate
it.
your
I'm-
pain,
I'm
and you're
healing
weak
you.
and
I
you're broken
saw
down.
this.
That's
And then
Yeah.
they'll tell you,
This is the
then
mentality.
excuse me, honey. Then they'll tell you that, you know, there's no cure. There's no cure for the disease when you know that there's a cure for the disease.
You
And
are
my
the
mom,
cure.
they
10 of them.
told
You are
they
the
told
cure.
my mom
Yeah.
she had some
Absolutely.
I forget what it was,
For real,
but
you
her
spoke
one of
on
her one eye was she was blinded in one eye, and during the summertime, my babe was giving her sun gazing treatments and teaching her. Promise you, teaching her how to heal her eyes because they told her, this girl, you gonna be blind. First off, you're gonna be super duper blind. There's no cures. They'll tell you there's absolutely no cures. I heard this on the phone talking to they were talking to my brother. He developed diabetes, but that's only a food thing. You have to
can
reverse
reset
the
your
electric
temple.
food, and then your diabetes will go away because the body will your body produces antibiotics when you get a scar. Is a scab. So your body has those aspirins and medicine
The white
to
blood
heal.
cells.
White blood
They
cells.
cure all
saying?
things.
So
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
heal
but
it.
when you know tell somebody that it's incurable and you know you're stuck with it forever, if they're on that frequency and not knowing themselves and have been, you know,
Yes,
they'll believe it, and that's how the
That's
medical
the
field is
warfare.
still
That's the
alive.
warfare.
Because if you don't study, the knowledge is power. If you don't study,
Study to
you
show
will
thyself
you will
approved.
listen to
Yeah.
become a victim to whatever they say. That's why I say. You know, first off, my son not about to get vaccinated,
Right.
but we
We're
had to
not
play the
playing that
field,
game.
and even the pediatrician didn't know what melanin was.
Oh yeah,
Right.
listen,
Oh,
He
that
didn't
would
know-
have blew my mind.
he
Nah,
didn't
I'm
know.
not
Look, I'm like, oh, that's
surprised.
We
I'm not
said-
surprised.
Right.
But
Baby,
you
go
gotta
ahead.
we gotta think about
didn't
it
know
though.
what
Really think about
melanin-
it though. I can understand if
This is Akron.
some people didn't know.
Akron
But if this is your
Hospital.
profession
I'm about to
and
say
you
your
deal
profession
with
is different.
you deal with it, and all I said, it wasn't like I was giving him like this is what melanin is. I was like, this is exactly how I said, you know, us melanated beings.
He said
He's like,
melanin.
And I
Melanin.
pointed to my skin. I'm like, this melanin.
Melanin.
I was like, so you think you about to work on my son who's
Right.
filled with melanin,
Filled with so
with
much melanin.
right?
Melanin woman.
He
Melanin.
Right.
had no-
And you have no
Oh,
idea.
pure.
He was a white
Pure,
man.
pure
A white
baby.
man. He
That's
was
a pure
and he
essence,
was a
like,
doctor,
you know.
Are
doctor,
you
like
kidding
PhD
me?
doctor,
Study
doctor.
that.
No.
And
don't.
he didn't know what
They don't study
melanin
that.
was.
That's
Crazy.
shocks and
And
surprises.
that's what it took me to a
But you
different
know,
realm. Like
the
they're in a
field,
whole different realm.
When you learn
you're in a whole
only
different
one
realm.
course,
You know, that's
Right.
crazy.
you don't talk to these.
He had no
That's
idea
why I
what
think
melanin was. I'm
I
like,
think
how you don't?
doctors
you,
need
you
to
know
have
you
these
about 60 years
conversations
old.
so then they
That's
can
unacceptable,
I've never heard
honestly.
of that. You
you
feel
about
me? In that
60.
moment, let me study a little on this. We have to influence the cultures that have already been cultivated because we can change it, but it's influence them how to change it, how we can make this fit for each other, not just your agenda, but the real agenda, the one of the universe. You feel me? So
Universal law.
like you
But
said,
see,
it's
but when
that
does
duality.
Come, though? When is that? Does that come after the entire? Does that come after the collapse?
No,
I might say after the
No,
collapse. of
when
the
you
Matrix.
jump in there, when he jumps in
Amen
there,
to that.
you feel me?
Speak.
Because now, if he's conscious, I'm gonna go in this field and I'm gonna be a medulla. You feel me? I'm gonna bring babies in.
Or you
feel
know,
me?
we start our own thing, which is
Yeah.
that's why I try to tell people we have to.
we are the beginning.
How Malcolm X
This
said,
is
we
it.
have to
We are.
separate
I keep
it.
trying-
We have to
this is it.
separate. Let these people come to us that truly desire to
Mm-hmm.
know us, to cleave on to us, because we really are special. We are the firstborns. We are the firstborns of our creators. When we truly understand that, truly understand ourselves, and truly understand that we need to come together with our skill sets, we could defeat anything. We could shut down the system, this demonic system, and be more angelic and galactic, what we supposed to be.
We the millennials,
And
right?
I
We doing it
love-
right out here.
We're
We're the reset
I
button.
love that
Yeah.
superhero shit.
I know,
Yes,
right,
we
man?
are the superheroes.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
X-Men was about us.
Yeah,
You feel
X-Men,
me?
I
Avengers.
love it
Yeah.
because it's like
all about us.
it's so amazing, everything coming from you, melanin being, melanin
Yes.
God and goddess, and you're able to recognize yourself right now.
Yeah.
You could have back in the day, but you recognize who you are right now,
Yeah.
and it's a different type of energy on the earth.
In the midst of the
and it's
craziness.
in the midst of the
And still
during
feel
the-
good. Like,
during-
I feel good today.
During the
You just want to-
pandemic, I was
like-
on my spiritual journey.
They
Okay,
talking, they
Exactly.
talking
the
about us.
pandemic happened, and I was girl. I was in my spiritual journey. Okay, let me
Pull apart.
But the other side of it is this. I feel like this. I feel so empowered when they say. So, think about this.
Thank you.
This is perspective. This is
You
perspective.
got it.
So, when you hear about every single, he's like, not me again. When you hear about every single stoic philosopher, you hear about every single intellectual, every single theologian, everybody talk about you are this and you are that, and they're doing this to you, or even you think about the craziness on the other side. They're doing the chemtrails to try to fuck with your body and all these things, and your senses and 440 hertz can heal your body, and yeah, you, your. Does it ever really dawn on you that they're really talking about
You.
nigga you,
Yup.
You.
motherfucker you,
Everything you hear.
you,
Get out.
Anything you're
Us.
hearing on the. Can I
Did
get a
you
little
ever
more?
like not even but I'm saying when they say that you
Thank you.
have
You're welcome.
universal cosmic energy inside of you, not just like the neighborhood,
Just let me know when.
you. When they say that Ra, the sun energy is looking at you.
Okay.
It knows, and you got all this that you can do all these things, and you
Thank
can
you.
strengthen yourself, and you can. It brings you so much. It should bring you so much,
Yeah.
so much power to just even say all this shit is for me, nigga.
Everything.
All of this.
And when you
But
play
it doesn't-
all it is,
but
you
look-
play dumb and let them tell you what you already know, it's so
Oh, it's
satisfying.
enriching.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I'm like, oh wow, for real?
When
Tell me more.
Yeah, when I used to be a big church head, like
Oh shoot.
one thing that got me, I used to speak like how Jesus would. So everything he said, I would say for myself. You feel me? I am the Father. You feel me? I'm connecting to Source. You feel me? Jesus to me was just a spiritual person walking. You feel me? But people saw him higher than, but he was
Reiki
like, no,
practitioner.
you are him. He would always be humble. He was never, I'm above you. People saw him as more than, but he's like, no, you are the same entity,
Yes.
but you got to reconnect to Source.
Right.
They named it Christianity. So I just felt like he was a spiritual being on his journey in a land filled with people who didn't recognize that. They weren't in tune with themselves. So they're like, oh, you're mighty. Because you can go somewhere where it's less than to a degree. You feel me? And they think you're rich. They're, oh, you're royalty. You come from this. You feel me? But I'm just a regular person like you. You feel me? I'm connected. So I feel like that was his message, to connect. Find Source, get back in tune. Heru's message, take care of your body. Your body is God. God, I tell Hailey all the time, I want a God body. It's my God body
Same.
season.
God
You
body.
feel me? Yeah, God body season.
God body.
Well, you know, they say. Well, I don't know if you know about the text. They say Jesus was 12 or so. He went to Egypt for.
Yeah,
certain
he
amount of years.
did.
What do you think he learned? Why did everybody?
Everything.
What he learned about who? He learned of the Christ consciousness. So how you come
Yes.
back with Christ consciousness? Everybody, when you learn about yourself, comes back with Christ consciousness if you choose to.
Choose
Our
to.
grandfather
Yeah, be
Abraham
open.
taught the Egyptians, because the Egyptians, they were black people, but they was not us. Because our DNA, we're Shemites. Shem is Melchizedek, and he was a high priest and a high king back in the day in Salem, which is the land of peace. Yahshua, being the true Christ, being the Father as the manifestation in the flesh, he was telling us Israelites to wake up, know who you are, like you were saying, know who you are. You are God. I did tell y'all, ye are gods. Ye are gods. But y'all downing yourselves, y'all playing yourselves, and you land these people that's GMOs tell y'all not who y'all are.
GMOs though.
Y'all watch
They don't
American
want you.
Gods?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember.
Yes, bro.
Did you hear what's my guy?
They touched on that.
Nancy, Orlando Jones.
Bruh,
He
bruh.
played the fuck out
He
there.
told-
bro.
he told
He
the truth.
ready. He was ready. He sparked me. I'm like, oh yeah. I did too. He got me.
In the basement.
Oh
To
man.
that too.
I was like, okay, I'm ready to.
Bruh,
I'm
what
ready to
You was
fight.
ready for everything at that
you
point.
got listen. You have
gotta
to
watch
watch
American
that.
Gods.
What is
This is
American
sick.
Gods about? Can you give me a quick summary?
So okay,
So
so
much to
yeah,
summarize.
it's a lot, but pretty much they have like some of the Egyptian gods, some of the not just Egyptian, but some of the other gods, and they're portrayed now in this more like modern sense. But
Yeah.
but now, so you had this character in Nancy. I'm just gonna tell them about the bird. You had this
Yeah.
character in Nancy, which is the spider god, the storyteller god.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
and pretty much in real life, the storyteller god got their people through like the trials and the tribulations and stuff like that through the storytelling, and you were able to preserve the history through the storytelling, through the theatrical story. But anyways, he went down to the slave ship, and the slaves weren't really sure they were slaves. They didn't know, but he came down there and just let them know. Like, imagine the motherfucker who knew who he was like, "Oh, y'all niggas don't know you slaves, huh? Oh, you
So
black."
What did he say to him?
He told them pretty much.
He said it was gonna happen.
Yeah, he told them who they were. Like, this is what's going on. You're in the slave ship, pretty much, and those motherfuckers
About
up
to
there
kill
are
you.
gonna kill y'all. You know,
Kill y'all.
and they like,
Throw
what we
y'all
supposed to
off
do? They're like, what are we gonna do? He was like, burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Down.
Like, yeah.
So
Yeah.
do y'all feel like we're resetting the world right now?
Oh, absolutely.
In that
Oh,
way?
yeah.
Like, I'm trying to use that story in today's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like-
What that story
The
was
earth
supposed to
is-
do was to light a fire in you.
That's why-
That's a
okay,
metaphor.
light a fire in you, okay.
That's supposed to be for everybody. In the, honestly, of course, if you're under oppression, very heavy oppression, if it's time for you to fight, yes, in
Yeah.
the physical sense, you can definitely let that rain down. But
Yeah.
in the spiritual, and what is more, it's more of a subconscious thing. Because anything, he could have just gave them all torches, and then
Yeah.
we could have
He
walked
coulda
up there.
did
And that would have
easy.
been the end of that.
Right.
But he gave them
that
something
option
more.
too, though.
Yeah.
He said-
gave
No.
them option.
He gave them much more. He told them that they're gonna do it. They went
Yeah.
up there. You just knew after that.
Yeah.
They slaughtered them.
Slaughtered.
motherfuckers.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
And
that's-
they went up there and killed
It's so many
everybody.
revolts.
But they burned.
You
He
knew.
said He said it's better off to kill yourself now. Because you're gonna go to
you
a foreign
already-
land,
Generations.
and you're gonna be cursed. Your grandchildren, your great
But I
grandchildren.
thought y'all said they went up there and killed them.
They
Yeah.
did, but
Oh,
they
okay.
burned
They
that
burned
bitch.
it. They
They
burned
burned the
it
boat.
down.
Everybody dies. He said
It's
so what
better
they
to
said
burn
was-
now.
He said
It was-
he
it
said
was-
better
burn
to
the
die
boat.
than to be in
It was a
oppression.
powerful.
Wow.
Because he said pretty much, he said, but we burned the boat, we'll all die. He looked at the dude, he said, motherfucker, you're
Motherfucker.
already dead. You gotta understand that once you've been put in the boat, you're already dead. What you gonna do? Go over there? They're gonna kill you at the stake. You might as well go out for something now. Take as many as you can now, and find your peace on the
Now
other
what they
side.
said, fuck it, we gonna go out there and fight.
No, they did.
Oh yeah.
No, so they can't
They
get.
go
They
for
can't.
liberty. They
Yeah,
go for their liberty.
Yeah.
their honor.
I was talking about going to the next island. That
Oh,
they was
to the
on.
Oh no, they was going to America.
Yeah.
Oh, they was going to America.
They was
were
coming
slaves
here.
going
They were
to-
slaves.
coming-
Yeah.
And the thing,
Yeah,
and the
I
thing-
didn't see
and
this.
the-
I gotta check it out.
And the thing about
Dope.
our history is that
Great.
they don't tell us that we are the indigenous people of each continent. So
Yep.
when they were telling about slavery, they told slavery backward. We was already here.
Yes, man. I
We
was
was
just
already here.
telling somebody
That's why I
about
say we are
this,
indigenous
man.
We are the
people.
indigenous people of the earth. I want to say black women are the mother, the mother of all living things. Us, the father of all living things. We are the creators in the flesh. When we know that we are the indigenous people of each land, and they bring these GMOs, these people that's not of us, but they're like beasts, they like animals. Like that's what I'm saying. They took over and stuff because our disobedience, because we wasn't following the universal law. We was eating animals. We shouldn't have been doing that. We was doing things that was perverted, that was unnatural and stuff. We were susceptible to get taken over, and that's what happened. And with the American gods and stuff, they show so much truth to black people. But if black people are not spiritually aware and they not raising that higher vibration, it's just like, oh, that's nothing.
Well, you just miss it,
Right.
Because
You just miss it.
everything is such, and even AI. You feel me? And they're speaking how money is the new god of this generation. You feel technology, AI. They're showing how who we used to praise as indigenous folk. We had different gods all around. You feel me? This whole planet, but they lost their strength because now this is God. Money is God, so they've gained strength over this planet.
Materialism.
And
So
now
they
they're dictating how things maneuver, and these guys have to survive as us. You feel me? They're spiritually connected as well on a higher plane, but they're trying to survive. There's a war against them, and that's the war now, spiritually against money, AI. You feel me? Where is that
AI is a
disconnect?
four-dimensional being.
Yeah, it's a
It
four-dimensional.
controls a whole
Matrix.
universe. It can
And
controls a
Matrix,
whole
yeah.
universe. AI can controls a whole universe. That's how powerful it is. Like Siri could literally listen to
So
everything.
are y'all against
Alexa.
AI?
Of course.
Of
For sure.
course.
Why do we have cell phones then? Y'all against it?
Because we use
Yeah.
because technology.
It could be the
used-
Akashic
You can
records.
use it as a
could-
I
tool.
fuck with y'all. I just want to.
No, you
I'm done.
But no, you
fuck
hit it
with
on the right spot though. Like technology could be used for good. Know what I'm saying? Because most of the stuff comes from the heavens.
Yeah.
And the fallen angels, the ones that like Mr. Nancy, like Odin.
Nancy.
That's a fallen angel. Know what I'm saying? But he get worship. The GMOs worship him. When you really start understanding like how powerful these technologies are, and you start using them for greater good, and the sciences for the greater good,
Yes, sir.
it benefits the earth.
Yes, it does.
When it don't benefit the earth, that's how you know it's unnatural, it's wicked, it's
Speak.
evil.
Speak, and that's
Yeah.
and
No, go ahead. Let's
go ahead.
I ain't got
Can we come a different angle?
But that's absolute truth. When if you realize how bastardized, how traumatized, especially the Western civilization is, if you realize what technology is, like we've been using technology since since antiquity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's for. That's what we do. That's what
UFOs.
That's what
We use
manifestation is.
everything.
It's for that. It's to
Wi-Fi.
aid us in it. But it is a tool. Now you got to think about it. It depends on the heart of the person who's using the tool. You can use a hammer to hammer the nail, but then somebody fuck with you. You can use a hammer to do something else.
Kill
It
it.
just depends on the heart of the person that's
Your
handling. Now think
mentality.
about this though.
Yep, go for it.
Going back to the bastardization of the society that we live in. If you knew how many life-altering patents that we have for sustainable energy, food, water, air, all that, we have technology that can take us to the moon. We can use our consciousness to put us on. And think about it, we have all those things, but people are afraid to put it out because of fear. Fear cripples
killed.
us.
It's a
Fear
lower
is the
vibration.
reason why it is
Now, why so though? Why do you feel that majority of people are fearful or
It's-
the society
It's-
suppresses
Society,
you.
society.
It's a
And who runs
suppressive
the
society.
And who runs the society too, witches are these different beings that been here for ages. These reptilians can live for thousands of years, and they're like the royal family, the so-called royal family. They're not royal at all. They nothing. And these are enemies that try to keep us dumbed down and not trying to have us take over our earth again. To the righteous live. The righteous rule the earth again. When the righteous rule the earth again, that's when people enjoy, people in love, people in happiness. But when the wicked runs the earth. That's why everything's so bad, because the wicked runs the earth. When you realize who these people are, you start to understand, oh, I know who you are. I could defeat you with my conscience,
But
my
they,
physical. Yeah,
excuse
go
me,
ahead.
I apologize.
No,
just
go ahead.
what you said, just something resonated in my spirit at a certain point. It was more so saying they run their matrix.
Preach.
They
Preach.
are the gods of their
Preach.
matrix.
Just like on
And when you
American
realize
Gods.
how small
Yeah.
the shit is, when you realize
Right.
how
Truth.
itty bitty
Yes.
tiny it is, you
Yep.
and you say, "Oh, I'm so much powerful. They're doing this to dumb me down, so I won't be as powerful."
Powerful, yes.
They have to dumb
Okay.
it down.
They
And
have
so it's a reason
They
for
dumb down.
it's the
Yes.
reason
Yes.
for the
Exactly.
pressing and
To
for
level the
the
playing field.
and everything that they
'Cause they
want to
dumb
be
down.
is black. They want to be so, but melanin. They want to be so
Melanin,
us. Since they're inspired by the goddesses. They know a goddess when when a goddess step in the room, you know a goddess when you see a goddess.
Facts.
So it's like, yes, they're the gods of their world, but the real world, the true world, love overpowers all darkness. And when you find the light in the darkness, so when darkness hit you, and you choose to, let's just say, you just choose to be like, you choose to do something that gets you connected to that God, spiritual being, energy
God
that
frequency.
you are. Truly, you are. That's when you tap into that. When you're just being. That's when you tap into that synchronicity, God energy, because you are as above, so below. You are God. You have that, and you don't have to be afraid to say that. It's not bash, what is
It's
it?
not saying blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
I have my
Blasphemy.
eyes closed. She was
Because
saying that.
Christians
Our
back,
Creator said that. Our Creator
I
told
was-
us that we are God.
I was a Christian back in the day, and when I found out that I didn't have to call nobody to get to God, and when I found out that
was me.
separation wasn't
That was so real.
separation
That
was
was so
that
real.
was the realest thing that
Yeah.
they'll teach us. You have to get to that person, this person, that person, go through that spiritual thing. Then you can feel holy enough to talk to Jesus. Then Jesus get you on the hotline. Then you get to wait. You know what I'm saying? So it was levels to that world when I realized that being, that God energy that I've been searching for, it was within me. And then when I learned to rediscover myself, that's when you tap into your divine, authentic God energy that's connected to everything in this universe. So that's why I pray for the universe, because when I pray, I feel like I'm standing in the middle of like galaxies, and so come on, Jeremiah, come
I
on.
had to say that God.
So it's something about when you use that energy for practice, because me and my fiance, we love talking about deep stuff. We be upstairs crafting and talking about deep stuff.
That's all we do. We like,
And he'd be like, "You want to read it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm getting read, but I'm getting healed. But he's able to practice his work. So it's a very divine moment. And I remember when I was thinking about I forget what I was talking about, but again, with that frequency and just knowing that you're greater than everything that they taught you, and when you look at the shit that they put in front of you, like stories, school, the school, and then when I learned about how connected you are to nature, and how in school they set you up, you would have to wear shoes. You're wearing shoes that's disconnecting you, and you inside of a building
grounding
that's
is so
disconnecting
grounding
you.
is really
So,
important.
Grounding
if
is so
kids
key.
were in schools with the grass
right.
and picture if they had a
Man.
grass room.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay.
Yeah, go. You go ahead, bro. Go for it.
Picture if you had a grass room and yoga for gym and a little bit of cardio.
Yeah.
But that's what the world is turning into.
Yeah.
The darkness stuff, even when every single day when you practice your God energy and you practice how to overcome fear, because I know everybody has their moments.
Of course.
Just be the light in
Natural.
the darkness. Call the light that you are into the darkness, and that's how you break yourself free. And it's a practice, because truly you're already safe. When you are just being, you feel a certain type of God got you type of energy. So when
I
you
be feeling all
keep
the time like you protected.
Man, our creator,
you get what
our
I'm
heavenly
saying?
parents, are really that powerful.
Yo.
These beings we against, they are really intelligent. But when you tap into, like you said, that God energy, when you
Yeah.
tap into Father, I'm gonna say these ancient names,
Yeah.
Father Anakasi and Mother Kahi and Messiah the Lamb, who people call Jesus, but we know it's not really. But Yahshua. When you tap into their energy and you tap into the true self, because they are us, they look like us. They divine.
They flow through.
and
right?
they're in that God energy
Yes.
too. So you
Yeah.
can
You could
You can
channel them
channel
at
anybody.
any point. You
You
might
right.
just say something to heal her hope.
For
And you don't
real.
even know why you said it.
And that's
you
why.
just-
And that's why I said they don't want black people to follow the truth. Cause we could be spiritual, but we need to follow the truth aspect of. When you follow the truth aspect with the spiritual aspect, you're untouchable. You're
Do you
untouchable.
feel like we're working on that now?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Now,
that's
yes.
going. It's
Yeah.
going. Everything.
It's
going.
spirituality
Yeah.
is it wasn't
Yeah.
popular 2 years ago.
It wasn't.
It wasn't popular just 2 years ago.
I
Now
was into it
everybody
5
talking
years
about
ago.
sage.
They woke.
Everybody talking about
I'm
crystals.
woken.
But it's like a different type of awakening for the spiritual beings. You understanding you're a God, you're a God, you're a God, you're a goddess, you're a goddess. And we're out here being gods and goddesses. We're sharing the light. We're in this moment, which was already divinely written. So that's a significant part of life. We don't know what to expect, but because we're here in this beautiful, loving moment, we're just only manifesting that love. So continue, even after this, y'all, continue doing your thing. Continue manifesting. Learn about the moon cycles and really put that into work, because it's here for you. They're not stingy.
Download the pattern.
The pattern. What's the pattern?
Everything. The pattern just knows
It's an
so much.
app?
It's an app.
Okay.
Yeah, astrology.
I want to read
but
it. I
it
wanna read it,
reads
'cause
the
this is for
hell
us.
out of you. You be like, oh, how do you even know all
I'm
this?
checking you.
Okay.
Yeah, it be check. It's like the ultimate horoscope, but it's specifically
It's
for
called
you.
the pattern.
The
Yeah.
pattern. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It's
y'all about
deep.
to get me to a different
It's
level.
Sometimes
deep.
it can get too much because it'll ask you a super deep question at like 9 a.m. and it's like,
And it
okay,
will, and they be
you
like,
know
you
what I mean?
triggering.
No,
I just woke up. Triggered.
Wake up. Do not get on your phones. Wake up and just take a moment to be mindful and just be like, Give your gratitudes. We were talking about how life is like frames daily. Every day you wake up, morning, night, next day, morning, night. Each day is truly a frame. But when you step outside of the time matrix, the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and you step out of that and just that timeless just moment matrix, it's like you get to use your full potential. Why not? Why the fuck not? Come on, let's,
it's something to reteach, because life teaches you everything from a baby. You got to wake up at this time, you got to go to school at this time, everything's centered around that clock. So it makes you age. I was watching this cartoon and they kept calling this boy old, and then he started calling himself old. And he's like, I'm getting older. I'm older. And his spirit started to get older. And his friends, they were like, it's called Steven Universe. Talking about Chris and Steven Universe. The show did. So many gems. Yeah. And so they was like, stop calling yourself old, and then you will be young. And he stopped. And as he stopped worrying about his age and everything, he became young again.
It's the words. Your words are powerful. Just like seeing, touching, smelling. Speaking is such a divine spiritual thing. It's like you're commanding as a crystal, because everybody's a crystal being. Okay, you're a crystal. You are a crystal. You get charged by the moon and you get charged by the sun. And when you talk, it's like you're hitting the crystal in a way, because just when you hit crystals, you waken the crystal. When if you're manifesting and you hit the crystal, it's like you spark something in the universe. Just if you knew what you were doing, being intentional about the work. So speaking is a command. It's a spiritual demand. It's like it's a spiritual. It's so powerful that when you speak, certain things happen around what you said. And when you reverse that speaking to, and you talking to more powerful, instead of saying I'm trying, but like I am doing it all the time, but catching yourself, because when you say
affirmation,
when you say trying, you're telling yourself, and I learned this from Abraham Hicks. Y'all get hip to Abraham Hicks. That is my manifesting master teacher. And she teaches me all about how to change the frequency of your words so that you can stay in your God alignment, not only physically, verbally, and saying, when you want to put I'm trying to build this, and you say I am building this, because you are. It's like we've been taught the reverse. We've been taught trying is supposed to be a good thing, but trying as a spell, because when you write your spelling, so trying as a spell, trying to write it written out, and you learning the definition, you're learning that 50, you're not 50. There yet.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50. You could be there or you won't be there.
But when you use that I am, even when when you use that I am just with your voice, it commands something to the universe, because outside of you being this, everybody's so much more powerful. And that's so dope. Yo, I love that shit.
Well, shout out to Dwight at the gym, because that's one key thing. And Hailey, I'm pretty sure I've told you, we don't try, we do.
Period.
Like that's a motto at the gym.
At the gym, don't it get you going crazy? We don't try, we do. So ain't no excuse.
It ain't no excuse. You have to do this.
It makes me check myself, because I'm a person who, like, as I'm unlearning so much, and like you said, it's a practice. You know what I mean? You have to work to build up towards these kind of things. And I've noticed so much. And even my mom and I have had a conversation where she apologized to me, and she was like, I've raised you to be, very I guess passive or apologetic about who you are, because when she was married, she tried to fit a role, and so that's how she raised me to be, somebody who fits a role, who appeases people, and she apologized for that. She's like, I'm sorry, because that's not if I had the knowledge I had back then, I would have raised you totally differently. And so
it wasn't her job. That's our job.
Yeah, but just seeing her grow and seeing her shift, because like we were raised Catholic,
right?
So like that was like hardcore, you know what I mean? And my mom, I just saw her as a child. Our relationship was totally different. We weren't close because she wasn't herself. So we didn't have a relationship, and then she went through a depression. She got on medications, and then it was this one day where she just like totally broke everything. And when she did that, she went through a lot of phases to where our relationship literally broke. But then when it rebuilt, it's like something crazy. And I saw her, and I still see her blossom into like this mega fucking goddess. Like it's just like, it's so crazy, all the shit that she knows, and just to watch her journey, and then the knowledge that she's giving me, me feeling like I'm breaking those cycles and coming into my own. It's totally different. The words are just so incredibly powerful, and I'm learning that for myself. I'm always wanting to be like, oh, I'm sorry, or because you just don't want to step on toes or whatever. Even what I just did with me clarifying what I said about that's cute. You know what I mean?
That's true. When you block your throat chakra, you pretty much keep what you want to say out. But you said what you said, so your throat chakra open. You're able to be verbal and speaking your truth from your heart without missing the moment.
Right. Right.
And that's great.
I agree. It's just it's a really beautiful process. So I know sometimes, I guess I'm speaking for the people who are just kind of like starting their journey, because sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating. You're just like, oh, I don't know the proper verbiage. Oh, they talking about some shit. I don't know about that shit. I don't know what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I get connected? How do I get there? How do I start? What do I do? But just me listen. Going in and doing it myself, and just like you said, just listening, just pausing. And my mom always told me, like, you have so many answers within you if you just sit with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, even with different practices, or like I was trying to figure out how to build an altar. I was like, I don't know how to build an altar. I think I built an altar, but I don't know what I'm doing. And so I made what I thought an altar was, right? With no reference. Like, I don't know, I made whatever felt right to me. And then I looked up other altars. I'm like, oh, my shit look just the same. Like, I already knew how to do it. Like, it's just crazy, the shit that you already know.
Yeah, there you go.
And when you start tapping, it's wild. So
and whatever you create is you create is so much more powerful, because their day was taught by somebody that created that same thing, and they just passing it down. So when you start something, you become the creator. So what you created was just as powerful as whatever setup they had. So and that's what I learned through spirituality. I'm like, ain't nothing perfect. You literally whatever. Even if you're stretching, if you don't know yoga and you're just moving with the waves of your body's gonna move you in the right direction.
Right.
When you just doing it, God is gonna lead you. You're not about to be, all jacked up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just let your body flow, and it's a different move when you're, just being and connecting to your body, and just. So that's great that you're actually doing pole dancing, because I knew somebody told me that you were doing it.
By pole dancing.
And even when I see it, and when I see the ones that are doing it in a a spiritual way, and they're giving you the energy of that Oshun goddess, authentic. I'm not afraid of being beautiful. I'm not afraid of being seductive. If this is for me and my higher self, you can watch. You know what I'm saying? You can. But I'm in my zone, and you know what I'm saying?
And that's the kind of space I want to be able to cultivate. I want to be able to cultivate a space where women can come in and feel that, because like I said, it just resonates through your life so crazy in so many different avenues.
Especially when you unlock it the first time and you really feel that authentic, pure goddess. That goddess energy is something different.
It is.
And then when you know that you're connected to Mother Earth, you're like, Mama Earth, everybody go outside and ground if you can. Yes. During the summertime, I was grounding. But one thing my baby does, I gotta go out and ground. I connect to the moon and the sun. I do my thing. I do have the earth has been calling me to connect back to earth. It's like even our homes are created systematically to remove you from your spiritual higher self. If you were living in a home that was outside, you will be so spiritual just by looking at the stars and discovering what the hell they are. That will wake up a spiritual the wind. You'll know about the winds and what I'm saying. You'll know so much about the earth that you live on. We're so disconnected that we forget to even put our feet in the earth, because we've been wearing shoes for so long. We think it's nasty. My son, he didn't like grass when he was a baby. I don't know how he is. He about to be 2, so he might be out there like, it's Dino Day. But that's his favorite song, literally. If we play that song and he's feeling down, our son would just get up and start the dance. He'll get ready. He'll look at everybody. I taught him that little thing. Like, I'll just look at him and he'll look at me, and then we just do a thing. So now he just does everything that he does. So when you have a child, build that child up and Make them fun. Like
Go outside. That's all you need.
Go outside.
Use your imagination. Imagination
They
has died
love
with a lot of
that.
kids. I mean, it's dying with kids though,
Yeah.
because this is
Yeah.
their imagination.
Yeah.
So to go outside, they're like, what is there to do? You know, so letting the kid, stripping away AI, stripping away TV, and be like, go have fun.
Yeah.
You know, go explore. That's what invokes, you know, a child to staying a child and reconnecting. Earth loves seeing babies outside because I notice how the wind blows around them. I've noticed a lot of little things.
Me
Just
too.
having my daughter outside, go in the little river. You feel me? Go toss some little things in the creek. You feel me? And it just seems different. Mama is enjoying her, like, oh, that's my baby. She's enjoying me, and I'm having my moment with her. So that's
her
another.
ego is down.
Oh,
Her
it's
ego
down.
is not even.
Yeah.
You ain't
Not even
teach her.
thought of.
Not even thought of,
Right.
you know. So
But
to
you know what? Donnie came in with an ego though, because Donnie don't like to touch grass. He was a little baby, but he just felt like grass was just so like, ugh.
it can
like
be the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
before. Some, the
Yeah.
texture of grass and
If it
baby
feels
It was
weird,
just
like, what the
like,
heck is that?
But he's that
Yeah.
type of baby where if I try to give him a smoothie, he'll look at it and like,
That's my daughter.
Right.
When she eats stuff,
Yeah.
she'll like sift through it and spit out that one
Yeah.
thing she
He be
does
like,
not
"What's
want.
this?"
Like I'm like, how do you even feel that?
Right, how do you know this?
like,
Just put it in.
like how did you? It's just that little pea with everything
right,
else.
and then spit that one out.
that one out.
It's the
yeah.
texture of it.
The texture. They really
Babies are
make
cool, and then watching babies grow. My son, our son just started walking. 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago, baby?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
he
that's a
just
big-
he was
that's a
big
walking like
accomplishment.
this.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
talking
for a
about
child.
first thing,
to
first
walk,
time
that's
ever
huge.
watching a
You know,
baby
melanin children-
grow up. So he's
Man,
holding
that's
he's
all right.
holding
I
the
don't gotta
counter.
carry
Now
him
he
no
just
more.
getting
I know,
straight
they
up
say
and
great
just
boy.
walking.
No, you do.
Cause my sister was like, "Hey,
My daughter
Brittany,
8. She's still
yo,
picking me up.
Adonis is walking right now." I'm like, "He's walking."
Let me hop on your back.
I go up,
Let me
he's
get on your
literally
They
walking.
don't stop.
The fearlessness that
It's
they
all
have
the time.
and like the
All the
determination
time.
just to watch
daughter
that, like
is
he was just like, "This is what I'm
always,
about to
"Let me
do,"
get on
He
your
was
back,
walking.
Daddy."
and he did it.
I'll be
Like
on the
that's
ground
just
picking somebody up.
beautiful to watch.
It just makes you
Yeah.
as a
You gonna
mom.
walk
It
around
just
the house?
makes you feel like I'm
looking
in
forward
the
for that.
moment.
It's
My
fun,
son is walking. He's
But
truly
then it'd
walking.
be like,
He's
you
growing.
tired.
That's beautiful.
Your body
That's
knows.
so
It's like,
beautiful.
I don't feel like taking you around this house 6 times. Because it ain't once.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
6.
Come on, Dad.
Again,
6
one more
times.
time. One more time.
Well, my spine already starting to be out of whack.
Got mine too. So that's what I know. Like, just talking as an older adult, older parent.
8?
Yeah. 8.
And I can already feel his organs. Oh,
Oh man,
8.
and they
He gonna
rough.
be just a
He gonna be
bag
well. I
of-
don't know.
Yeah.
My daughter rough. She a tomboy.
Donnie, he
Put his weight on you. You just be
my son is he a gentleman.
Sack.
You cry, he grab your face like a R&B
No, he will.
R&B
Will
song.
he?
Like,
Yeah, you cry.
You
Like
okay?
he'll just stop. Yeah, he'll hold your face.
Alright. he correct. You okay?
Oh, he
He be like,
caressing.
Like,
yeah.
you good?
Wait.
Oh,
So
he
if
know
I'm
it
crying,
already.
because I wanted to see if he. I wanted to see if he cared. But look, I didn't teach him
I'm
this.
chilling. I'm just
I didn't
listening.
teach him this. I wanted to see if he cared. So I covered my eyes and I started crying like.
I know
And I
you
wanted to
like-
see if he knew how to comfort me, but he crawled
listening
over
now.
to
I'm
me.
listening.
He grabbed my face so gently. He grabbed my face. He said, and I'm like, no, Donnie, I'm okay. He was like, okay. He gave me a kiss, and then he just moved it back, and I'm like,
That's so sweet.
but
That's
he
how he
does
does
that.
that.
Like
He
he
does that.
gentle. Like he'll grab your face. Like you okay? He be like blue blue.
I can feel you like
You know,
you want
but
the
he's
vibes,
learning.
but-
He's learning how to talk. But
Give me
my
one,
son is so smart. These kids,
They know.
That's
They
crazy. They
They
know.
feel it.
They come
They
from the
feel it.
heavens. They,
and you have to treat them with love. You gotta treat them with love.
So I used to always
And
like really looking at
understand.
a child like, and how you were talking about earlier about how children lose that innocence. I mean, you know, they lose the innocence as they become adults. So. And so you know, like I said, I do the Reiki, and a lot of my clients come through. Literally, the majority of them, most of them come through, and they all have childhood traumas. Even me, everybody has, and I wonder, not on a physical level, on a spiritual, astral, cosmic level, is it necessary always? Is it a rite of passage for you to always come in and have some sort of childhood trauma? Because even some of the people who haven't been like raped, robbed, beaten, all that stuff, they experience emotional ones. Even when the parents were there for them, they didn't understand the child the way they thought that they should, and the child experiences emotional traumas that come with it. I don't think I honestly don't think I've met one person who didn't have some sort of childhood trauma. So I always wonder, is that a cosmic thing that people come down with and have to kind of go through as a rite of passage to become spiritually enlightened?
Absolutely.
Or is it
You
just...
gotta understand the misery before you understand the joy.
And then the ones that has to go through that, they learn something about their life. God gets to recognize something about itself, and through that journey, if you choose to, because it's your choice, if you choose to follow that journey to overcome and become spiritual enlightened, then it gives that gives that situation a purpose. So it's like, you know, definitely don't become a victim of what you've been through. Definitely use that as a stepping stool to be greater than. That's truly what it's for.
I was going to say, I think it's breaking generational curses, you know, because you came to this family. I mean, before you came here, you chose. Technically, you chose to come to that family to be like, I can heal this family. I feel like me personally, I'm going to help heal my family. I'm the black sheep. I'm sure all of us are.
I'm the black sheep.
We're all the black sheep. So we're here to break that generational curse.
Yep.
So my daughter doesn't have to go through the same
Absolutely.
pains, deal with the same shit, abuse, you know, from my family that I'm not going to allow her to experience. I don't want her to go through that and have to heal. You feel me? So we're breaking these curses. So we feeling it, we're dealing with it, but now we're internalizing it, healing, and all right, I want to make sure this wave is different from the last one. This one scarred me. I'm not going to make those same scars. But that's something you do consciously. You feel me? As you understand, you know, I can't keep repeating these patterns. You know, that's a part of becoming, you know, an ancient being, in my opinion. You feel me? So that's why I think we came here to these abused and hurt family members, you know, globally, you know, just because they've been going through it for so long and nobody's helped them. You know, we're here because we care. You see, he was crying to see how much in love you two are. You feel me? That's healing. That's powerful. So
It truly is.
That's a different. We're a different entity.
Thank you.
So
we're
gonna change.
From us.
From us. Yeah.
They try so hard. I was just talking with one of my friends the other day about how they try so hard to, I mean, they've been doing it for years, break up the black family and what that means, and how powerful that is, and how even we as black people perpetuate those things, you know, within our music or within our lifestyles, you know, with people. I mean, I know people who aspire to be baby dads, or people who, you know, I don't care about the relationship. I just want a kid, or you know, whatever. And it's just like, they just totally don't even have a concept of what family is, maybe because they haven't experienced it themselves, you know, but as a society, we just try so hard to break up what the power of a black family has, and to see that it still lives. You don't see it as often, but it exists right in front of us, and I've seen other families as well. It's a beautiful thing when you witness it, because it's becoming like a rarity, you know, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. And I feel like as we grow, you know, we can get back to those type of units, because I mean, to be able to build those kind of communities and the type of beings that we can raise from that, which is
truth.
And I find that with my soul family, you feel me? Like, anybody who knows me, I'll speak on that. That's something I chose.
That's
you know,
beautiful.
families we chose but didn't choose to come here, but soul family, the people you authentically
In
connect
the spiritual
with,
journey.
spiritual journey, they're the ones teaching me. He got me on this podcast to understand this. My friend Randall, he's another one of my brothers. He's teaching me real estate. You feel me? And my friend Jeremiah, that's another brother of mine. We're getting into the fashion industry together. So it's just, I'm learning, these are my family members. You feel me? So they're the ones helping me cultivate as a spirit. And so that's why we're here. We're here to reconnect. You know, we've been all at this table before, but at this moment in time, we're experiencing it. So it's just a part of that journey. Soul family is such a key influence, and it's paying attention to who's there, who gives a fuck about you, who's influencing you on a consistent day, because we don't always get that from our family, our blood family. We get it from these people at this table. So
because we still blood family.
Oh, we still blood family.
Blood family.
That
It's
makes
more
sense.
spiritual.
And I always say too, like, now here's the thing too, now beyond everything else, these, with the energies that I deal with, I do more spiritual psychic things than I do Reiki and everything else. Now again, after we get past the concepts of a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about, then there's real work that has to be done. And with that real work, there comes a real divine eye for the people who are really doing the work. And I always like to give time to always pretty much say this, and you really were the catalyst for this, because when I very first got in, I realized that I've been connected with masters lately. My goddess is a master number 11. We just figured that one out a couple of days ago, but if you look at that, she's very powerful. But beyond that, I've been really meeting with, and I went to the full moon and I did my full moon rituals, and I've been asking for really powerful people to be around me, because I got so very tired of being the most powerful person in the room.
That's so true.
And you can feel it as a presence. So as a result of that, I have literally been surrounded by people who are masters in this area of your different fields, and there is a literal reason why we are all sitting down here at the same table, sitting down here expressing consciousness and pushing out this vibration, is because each and every single one of you guys are masters in your own right. Not like in the overarching everybody's a master. No. I mean that you guys here have something that some people don't have, that they don't possess. You guys have an attribute about yourselves, a vibration, a key vibration that, again, we are all old souls. We've all seen a lot of things. That's the reason why we feel the way we feel. You know, we're all coming from different angles, but we feel this essence that we are more than what we've been told, and that we can do something about it. That's why we're here expressing this. So in this atmosphere, this is where not only healing occurs, but real power. When people say that the frequency of the earth is changing, this right here is a piece of it. If you think that Gaia doesn't recognize that we are in this room, you'd be sadly mistaken if you don't understand our connection to all things around here. We are being supported, not just in this podcast, but in our lives, just because we are expressing this aspect, this compassion that people need. And so for each and every one of you guys, whatever you guys are doing, creatively create, unapologetically create, unapologetically, no matter what, because a lot of energies are going to throw you off not knowing who you are. They don't know who you are, because a lot of times we don't know who we are until in retrospect. You say, I was a master all along. I'm telling you right now, you're a master. So recognize it right now, so you can start making the choices right now. Don't wait till tomorrow to look back on today and say these things. Do it now, because you guys are dope, and we appreciate this a lot.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, brother.
Likewise.
Okay,
Man, just wait till the history books, when we beyond this plane come out, they gonna be like, these dudes on Earth. These dudes on Earth, boy. Let me tell you,
They wasn't fucking around.
but different kind.
2021, man, they was going crazy.
They like, damn, you see what's in the Lavish Journey?
Right, man.
You already know you making history.
Oh, we
man.
say it all the time. We all the
say that
time.
shit
We manifest on a crazy scale. We like on a crazy
True.
scale.
For real.
Yeah,
Listen to Joe Dispenza. He teaches about mind and heart coherence. Now that's a learning how to use your body to manifest the energetic fields in the mind and the heart, to be intentional about those reactions that happen to manifest. So Joe Dispenza is a great master to teach you more about your brain activations in the neurons and the different energies that activates in the mind, and what happens when the heart activates. So, and what happens to your energetic field. So listen to Joe Dispenza. He teaches about that stuff. And he'll teach you more about you as an energetic being.
11.
All right.
Are we here?
We here, 11-11.
11.
It's coincidence.
My baby was born at 11-11.
I'm a second of a twin, and my twin was born 19 minutes before me. I was born at 11-11.
Interesting.
11-11.
Virgo?
Yeah.
Your son is a Virgo.
Virgo, yeah.
You need to meet. It's another twins, Virgos, and you have this essence like them. And I've been saying it the whole time. I'm like, maybe they're family, maybe they clicked at some point, but all Virgos, I gotta see if they're 11-11 now. I
gotta make sure.
But it's just y'all essence is so powerful, you know. And I just had that same vibe once I met you. I'm like, I resonate with him.
You know what?
He has,
so crazy
he has a
that-
Gemini moon.
So my twin brother.
Amen.
Okay,
My
period.
is in Gemini too.
They want to be
that connection. But no, my twin brother, like I tell everybody, like my twin brother is, I think I'm smart, until I go, and he's not like this. He's like, you know, bag, chill. He do his thing.
Yeah.
Chill, he do his thing. He be doing his thing. Like he not none of this stuff like that. But when you sit down and talk to him, like he'll say something so profound to you, like he'll just look. I'm like, oh my god, like, bruh. And then he'll get me with the.
He has a twin for real.
Yeah,
but he want to be like.
Yeah,
he want to be the
yeah.
opposite. He the chill. He the
They
vibe.
look
He
just
like,
they look
got to.
just
Yeah,
alike.
that's the little thing.
That's y'all duality.
Exactly, and I'm not
Yeah.
mad at him. I'm like, do
Yeah.
your thing, man. It accentuates me and mine, so you do you and yours.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
y'all fit in two different fields.
Yes, I
Yeah,
mean.
Exactly.
playing for
I'm
the
gonna
same
stay in
team.
my lane.
Though. Yeah,
But you know, when we come together, it's like literally it's like dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's how me and my sister is. We're not twins, but we're so close. And she's 5 years younger than me. But it's just everybody. That's your twin. You know, like yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I just
pretty
chose to
much.
come here first to make sure it's cool for her to come here. Yeah, you feel me?
Hey, coast is clear.
Coast is clear. You can come now.
You come on
Hey,
now.
I feel like I did that.
What a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when she was born, Nyla was of a different breed.
5 years.
Yup.
And she was,
Yep.
cause me and my mom were like, where did she come from?
Uh-huh.
We used to say that about her all the time, cause she was just so eclectic, just
Eclectic.
I would just say just odd. You feel? She acted like an animal, and in all honesty, she did. Like I know she comes from her last lifetime wasn't a human,
Right.
Because when she came here as a child, you're acting like she acted like a wolf. You know, she would run on all fours all the time. She would sniff stuff, growl. It was very animal nature. And understanding that now, I didn't understand it back then. But I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this child? And me and my mom like, where did you get her from? But understanding now, she understands animals. She's super connected. She can bond with any animal, offer it. And it's like they just have this communication with each other. So I really do feel like I told her to come clear because I'm sure she was very unsure as a spirit,
Right.
especially if you're an animal in your
yes,
last lifetime to not understand. I have to come here with the humans. You feel me? So
human.
and she told me that she was like, yeah, you make me feel safe, and she does with me. Like I feel safe as fuck around my sister. That's my most comfortable person. You feel me? So yeah, just saying that. Just say. I feel like everybody has a different realm where we come from, but we're all here just to have this human experience, you know, to see what it is to be a human. Because once we leave, we'll be something else. If we decide to, you know, but we'll be something else. So I think that's just cool, this journey we're going through. So it's a game, it's a movie, it's everything.
Yeah. It's a
So
big movie.
It's a big movie.
man.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
All
co-create
of that.
then.
Yeah.
If it's a movie, you got the pen, you got the paper, and then
Yeah.
make
Yes.
yeah,
it
Produce,
the best
right.
Yeah.
best
Edit.
production ever been told,
yeah, ever.
ever been seen.
That's
period.
the best part is to know that you are the
We
game.
live in it.
You're the game and
Right.
the gamer.
And that's what they've been hiding
They put them
forever,
tests
even
for
with
you.
Right.
I put
Christianity.
my own test, like, well, let's see what I do here.
You're so brilliant that
Yeah.
you did that.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
That
the
is.
majesty
That's God.
of it all, man.
God,
Like,
I'm gonna test myself to
Yeah.
see how I get to me. Yeah.
And it's the journey.
The
Don't
greatest
it's the
love
journey
story.
though. It's the journey, especially
Yes.
when you wake up every single day. Remember that same thing, and just realize each and every day it's a purpose and a reason for you to be alive. You could have died in your sleep, but you up. You breathing. Your body is responding without you knowing. Your body is going through the whole system, and all you get to do is reconnect spiritually. So it's like feed your temple feed the body the right stuff. Drink your water. Stay in tune. Meditate. Being it's like it's something that it's like a self check-in. So make sure you do that just like you would do if you were doing a self check-in to drink water. Just being is just as important as checking your phone, doing a post for your business, promoting that externally, make sure that you have your inner chakra system healed. And if you want any help, come to the Honeycomb Crystal Shop. We have passive crystals that will help heal you. And just we got crystals for everything. If you overthink, if you're worrying a lot, if you travel a lot, amethyst is great for that, calming the mind, giving that protection. We got crystals that will activate different energy forces. Like if you wear this, you feel like I'm unstoppable. Am I right? And that's what the crystal's about. So just by the frequencies, you can see the type of energy that you're going to receive. So definitely just be as a homework, as a daily non-negotiable. Just for like you're walking down the steps, just disconnect and then just be in those moments so that you can heal your body and take a moment to just You know, there's nothing, you don't have to strive to be perfect. Strive to be the best that you can be. If you know that you have a greater potential to create something better, do that shit. Don't wait on nobody to tell you what you already know. Listen to your higher self. When you hear your intuition saying do that shit, don't disregard that, like, no, and take yourself out of the frequency. Follow that. You know that you know this is a matrix. You know that you're just here being grown and expanding. You don't know why you're here if you don't know. You're just here in this realm existing as whatever the fuck this is. But when you realize what it is, don't take that lightly. Spread the word. Be the light. Make sure you just heal your body. Go out and sun gaze, moon gaze, speak life. When you're just forgive yourself in the past lives, you know, go beyond. Sit with fear, even if you feel, I had to go through that. My fear healing, that was a different type of healing for me. I felt like I always was seeking for security from other people, but I never really found security within myself. So it was moments where I would feel, if I'm washing dishes, I would feel this energy, lumen energies grow over me. And I know after months and years of learning about healing, when I first learned about fear, I used to be afraid to close the curtain in the bathroom when I'm showering, because I would just, my mind, as an overthinking ass Gemini, I'm thinking that something gonna be there, and I just gotta have a little bit so I can see like this.
True. You do be like,
you know what I'm saying?
Somebody could bust their dumb ass up in this house right now.
I was listening to Infinite
scary.
Waters.
Yeah.
Infinite Waters is a master teacher. He teaches about everything. His name is Infinite Waters. Yes,
That's my
Everybody say
dude.
he was my first teacher.
That's my
He
first
taught
teacher
me
too.
about fear. He
Yeah.
taught me about how to illuminate in the light. And then my fiance was teaching me about fear and how to find the light in the darkness. So even if I am afraid, if I say I send you love, that energy gonna be like no or whatever the fuck. Cause I'm being the light right now. I send you love. I know you with me. I don't know what you're going through, but you know we gonna get through this together. And then that energy would just get so small, and then I would just become so powerful. So it's like continue to learn how to master your body, master your fears. It's not a rush. Please don't rush your process. It's a journey. It's a journey. Take it day at a time. There's no rule to nothing. It's no rule to nothing. Just you be a God and be thankful and send love and make sure you work out your body. Don't what you call that shit. Don't just throw your body away just by eating whatever and doing whatever. Take care to make sure you connect with your mind and body, because when you work out, if you work out at a certain point and you get used to it, you don't feel the pain no more.
You just doing it.
You don't feel the pain no more.
Operating.
I was working out so much in the summertime. At a certain point, I was ready to go over and beyond like a hawk. Just because I'm like, it feels good to me because I know what it's doing now.
You
like
the pain.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that hurts.
Pain
So make
stimulates
sure
the brain.
stretch your body out. Men too.
It's the same with pole dancing.
Yeah.
Because some of the moves that we do in pole, like it's skin contact to the pole. There's no way that's going to be comfortable. Like it's some moves that just flat out hurt. You just but you find the enjoyment in it, and to where it's like you kind of become like you want that pain.
It's like
you know
you become a master.
You become a master because it doesn't go away. Pole never gets easier. You just become stronger. You just become more used to it. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with all physical activity. When you have that mind, body, soul, spirit connection,
it adds to the spiritual journey.
So much, yeah.
Yeah, it's in a spiritual baths.
Yeah,
we are
definitely God man baths.
Cold showers.
God man cold showers.
Cold showers, that's my thing.
Washing warm, warm, and then hit you with a little cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Go ahead.
That's gonna be
Hey, he missed me with that one. Like, I'm with you too, brother. I'll be like, ooh.
No, for real. Using the water,
once
using
the water
that.
get warm, I'm like, I'm getting out this.
Use-
But you get used to it.
Yes.
Hold on, y'all like cold showers?
No,
Oh,
that's what I said.
oh,
Once it's warm,
But
I'm
look,
getting out.
I can't say I did a spiritual bath with cold water, and it took me to a different place in my spirituality. And this is when I was learning more about Oshun energy, and she been calling me since I was 12 years old. I remember being in school learning about Oshun, just passively looking at Beyonce stuff, but even just listen to that information. And I called myself Oshun, but I didn't really know this in energy, but she was calling to me since I was 12. So as an adult now, relearning about Oshun and how she is the goddess energy, she is the fertility energy, love, abundance, beauty, you know, sexuality, that beautiful energy. When you step into that, I feel good. I know who I am. I am a goddess. That polished energy, that's that Oshun energy. Yeah. And we all have it in us. And it's like, you know, connecting to those energies and really embodying that goddess when you're doing a goddess bath, doing the most for your goddess bath. God man, make sure that y'all take God man baths. Y'all can bathe in flowers. Ain't nothing wrong about bathing in flowers.
I love me some flowers.
I'm a flower child. I got flowers all over me. I got tattoos of the shit. I love flowers. Shit.
Get you some flowers.
Flowers.
To those men, get you some rose.
Okay.
Some rose
y'all
water.
Y'all can polish yourselves too. Y'all don't have to just leave it to the women to rebuild themselves. That's y'all have. You know what I'm saying? It's the same for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
but we learned so much from y'all. Because honestly, spiritually, I learned from a woman. I won't say I wouldn't have got this from a man, but I wouldn't have got this from any of my friends. It all started with a woman who I was dating, and then my mom left the church and got into her spirituality, and then I met another spirit. So I keep learning. You feel me? Hailey teaches me shit. You feel me? She's a big herbalist. Her whole family.
Ooh,
how to eat, you know.
Yes.
Elderberry got introduced because of them.
Elderberry.
So, you know,
Elderberry's so strong.
Elderberry,
man. So keep learning from your woman.
Tamara,
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to the women.
Women are amazing.
Yeah,
We're
I mean
born with
they
it.
were the original medicine women. They were the original, like for real. They're the original warriors. They were the original healers. They were the original shamans. So they literally they have a connection with Mother Earth, with Gaia. So when it comes to mental, emotional, even spiritually, they taught us. And then they built us so that they didn't have to work. Think about it. Imagine that. Imagine women being the first warriors and the first protectors and all that stuff like that. And then they taught us so that they didn't have to do this shit no more. And jokes on us. And now we all up here like, yeah, hell yeah, we going. They like, go on ahead and go out there and hunt and
kill that buffalo.
Yeah,
go harvest all that. Go ahead. You go ahead, sweetie. I'll be here.
You got it.
I'll be right here with the kids.
They be happy. They be smiling.
But it
look
was
at my
awful.
baby.
It was awful.
They
Go
knew.
strong arms.
Yeah, it's all a flow. It all works
It's all the
together.
flow. And then I learned something recently that dads, what you said, you told me something about how fathers, you guys
matter.
Yes, y'all matter. But you were holding
Amen to that.
Adonis and you said you were like, your body's physically built for overwork.
Oh no, yeah. Well, our bodies men's bodies tend to have a higher vibration, so our temperature gets a lot higher. A lot of times that comes out in our. So a lot of guys hold a lot of emotional energy in. So a lot of times when something affects you, guys put it in somewhere, and and there's energy in that, and that affects your vibration. And vibration affects temperature. So when you hold a lot of and it's not just negative stuff. This is just men just hold a lot of energy in, and when you work out, we hold a lot of the energy in. That's why we can be very thin framed, and women can be kind of bigger, and we can still be stronger. Physically stronger because
we can
Yeah.
channel
Yeah,
that.
I'm
You
saying,
channel
channel
a
that.
different
and we
mind
be
and
small,
be like,
and we be like, look, you know what I'm
That
saying?
inner alpha.
They know what to do. What's up? I'm smaller than all y'all be out there. I'm not playing with you right now. I ain't playing with you, Nick.
So yeah,
I do. I'm underestimated all day.
So no, but like I was just going to go hold our son, and like, she went to go hold him, but like our temperature is a lot hotter, so he was a little bit colder. So I was just like, give him to me so that I could just vibrate. You know what I mean?
I just thought that was so beautiful. I'm like, I never really thought of that.
Just think of the world. Honestly, everything that's happening, everything that we say is everything that we are. We just rediscover it. Nobody's telling you. It's not like I can tell you something and then all of a sudden it just unlocks and like now you have it. Like I gave it doesn't. Everything that comes from is from within you. You were born with all of it. Everything. All the everything else is a tool. Every single thing, the money, all that stuff is just tools. Time is a tool. Everything is a tool to help you advance as a being that you are. So don't get caught in any matrix. I feel like this. Don't get caught in any matrix without learning how to develop your own, without learning how to cultivate yourself in a don't just fall into the matrix of time.
Limit your screen time. When you limit your screen time, you can connect back to self.
You sure do. You don't know what time it is. You just
limit
living.
that's how you start. You gotta shut it all off. You gotta shut the
Facts.
distractions off. Shut the TV off. If you really want to hear yourself, you gotta shut everything out that's distracting your frequency, which is TV, which is
stuck in that.
is the phones.
People.
People.
That's a good one.
Like I kid you not. Like people really could throw you off of your frequency, man. Like one yelling, you like, oh wow, it could drain you.
But really learning honestly, like when it really all comes down to it, here's something that a lot of people don't know. This is biology of people, of human beings, of what we can do with our consciousness. This is just one small tool, and you can use this to invent stuff with. But when you learn how to come into the present moment, literally you slow down time and you slow down your DNA because your DNA is linked with your idea of time. We were meant to last, our bodies were meant to last for thousands of years. But through all of the degradation, through the food that we eat, the media that we watch, the vibration that's on the earth, the vibrations that's just like 5G is a vibration that's we just live in. And we were swimming in a pool of vibration right now. And it messes with our age. But when you learn how to stop and call yourself to the present moment, it stops your concept of time, and the concept of time lives in your DNA. So when you stop the concept of time, your body clock stops and you become timeless. Laughter does it because you're stuck in the moment.
I'm present.
Once he said laughter, I was like, oh, that's true. We know what's going on.
Laughter is actually anti-aging. It's not. It actually reverses aging because when you laugh, you push out a vibration. You're laughing from your solar plexus. If you really laugh, you're laughing from here. That's that raw energy, and that raw energy. You notice if you laugh, somebody else might laugh. Like you might laugh at somebody else's laugh. Like that nigga, why he laughing like that, making me laugh? Like what is that? What is that? That it has such power to cause something from within you, within your own dimension. To express yourself like that. It's contagious. It's love. It's compassion. It's benevolence. The same way love, compassion is when you take time to sit out and reflect on yourself, and you stop because God loves himself so much that it will give you the gift of true time, which is non-linear. You see, time is consciousness.
Yes.
Let me stop. I'm done.
Look, you're not stopping.
To hit back to what Black History Month.
Absolutely.
This is history. This is our story. I don't say history. I say our story because our story is existence.
True. Yes.
Each last one of us and everybody of this world have a part to play in this big story that we have to bring everything back to, like I said, oneness, and seeing that how these people, keep saying, oh, just this month. No. Every month is Black History. We always do something. We are the shit. We are the original people. We are the original beings of this planet, of existence. And we going back to get our stuff together, to be united as a village, because it takes a village to raise people. I ain't going to say children, but it takes a village to raise people. And we're going back into that. And that's why I'm loving it. I'm seeing it right now in front of my eyes. So, I don't support Black History. I don't. Because this is our story. Yes, sir. And we're more than just Black people.
Yes, sir.
I like how you tied everything back into that.
Right, and I like that, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's a mess.
Look at you, master worker. Go ahead, you brilliant
y'all masters workers as well.
Wow, Pisces, I didn't know you had it in you. You better go.
He was waiting for that.
He was like, I got something for you.
I got
something for you. This ain't in the book.
That was some type of way to wrap it all back around to Black History Month.
I like that, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. I truly do appreciate y'all because y'all don't understand. Like, I heard God talking from y'all, and I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Even like we all in our different road, we all going to the same path. We all going to the same path. I'm going to see y'all.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to see y'all again. Here now in the spiritual realm. We already here in the spiritual realm. That's what I'm saying. I know y'all my family members. I know because we think like-minded. We don't think like how everyone else think, and that's the beauty of it.
Yes,
I love it.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All praises.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to y'all authenticness.
Hey.
Yeah.
Working with the sacral chakra, okay?
Yeah.
Working with the
I
sacral chakra.
appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
And
for
it's so
having
crazy.
us.
I was watching it live, and a woman was talking about sacred chakras too. I was like, wow, it just everything's a full circle. Like,
It's meant for you to hear.
When
so
you
that
learn
can
about
go
your
ahead,
chakras,
bless-
you
be
can
blessed by us.
you
Right.
can tap into them when you feel like you have to. Like if we go up the chakra system, which is beautiful, and everybody has them. So pretty much the root chakra is the security, is fight or flight mode, is money, building, like, let's say, building security for yourself and your family, building your legacy. It's work, it's feeling worthy of being here on this planet. It's like, it's the root, it's the foundation, it's like the base of the tree. You can learn from trees too.
we are trees.
So-
What? Oh,
We are
Look,
trees.
so make sure you
Check
look
leaves.
into nature, because when I was back in the day, this fall, I was the most enlightened I ever been in my life, and and while working with the crystals, I saw that the trees were responding with the same crystal colors. And because I look at stuff and I dissect stuff as well now too, as a scientist and just as an explorer and just looking at Earth, I saw that the trees were turning more into the solar plexus, yellow, sacral chakra, root red. You were seeing a lot of amethyst and blues. You were seeing a lot of other colors, but it was more red, three lower chakras, which is the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. So it was telling us that the winter is coming, everyone. Store up the energy, be as creative as you gotta be, make that money, and build that summer power with the solar plexus.
Take off
Because the
running.
sun isn't
Take off
shining as
running.
much. So if you turn off the TV and you just look at nature, I did that, and I looked at nature, and I'm like, if I didn't know nothing about, I would know something about this, but if I didn't know nothing about this, but more about my color chakras and just looking at nature, I can learn how to move. And just how the
Orange.
yeah, I mean, everybody's getting when you see different colors, if you see orange, that's activating your authentic come on, everybody, come on, we all know the word authenticity. Thank you.
I struggled with the word.
said
I just struggled. I couldn't even help you. I said off.
Hey, that's still
Okay. Period. So,
Yeah.
but
There.
the creativity, that authenticness about yourself is coming from the orange. So even if you didn't know, your guests are getting activated in their sacral chakra to be authentic and be creative. So that's how you use different wordplay. So if you wear a lot of blues, it will activate your throat chakra for you to speak. So it when you learn about the color activation of the body, everybody's always getting activated. So if you see red, just by seeing it, we're passively getting healed for a root. Just as because color
it's
spectrum
stimulation,
heals the body spectrum. So it's no separation. You don't just see color spectrum and it's like you see the color spectrum and it don't connect to you. But this orange, but seriously, the orange is literally healing your sacral chakra without you knowing. So
You know,
That's why I picked. That's why
I was
picked
actually
orange.
peeping y'all crystals. And I'm like, which one calls out to me? You know, and just scanning all.
We'll absolutely talk. We'll see which ones, because like again,
They speak to you too, yeah. They be telling you, like, come on.
Because I have to. That's what I do at Passport to Peru.
Okay.
So that's where I get my crystals. And when I go in
We
there,
love it there.
oh, I love
that's why
them.
again, go in there and tell them like, hey, Tristan was there.
He always making a spark at somebody.
are.
Like
You did my mom and sister.
every time we walk in,
know you.
what up?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
You know this person.
I'm like,
So I love it
man,
though.
that- you know,
Yeah.
everything full circle.
Yeah,
And I was
when they
just,
come out, I was like, I recognize.
yeah. I'm like, my mama showed done been to you. Because when you talked and how she talked
wow.
about you, I was like, yeah, this is him.
As soon as he came in, I was like, I know him. I've been wanting to say it. I was gonna wait to the end of the podcast, like, I know you.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the
Oh,
same.
shit, I know each other.
Yeah.
My mom got some Reiki healing. My mom and sister,
Yep.
and I just
For real?
yeah. I'm just telling you, and I sent Mike to you and everything.
see?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was like everything full circle. I just was waiting. I'm like,
I have
yeah,
been meaning to hit you up.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
great.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's
And
crazy.
it-
Full circle.
Full
Full
circle.
circle, the full
Ain't it
circle.
crazy? Yeah.
There's no coincidence, guys.
No coincidence.
None.
This was
That's
already
crazy.
meant to
Yeah.
be.
Wow.
Because that's how I need to talk to him.
That's
So you met him
Yeah.
from Reiki.
Well, my
Your
mom
mom got
and
Reiki,
sister
they
been to him,
told
and they
you.
was like, My sister's like, you need to see him.
Wow.
I'm like, in due time, because I don't rush nothing. I just know
Right.
me and the phone.
But that's still dope.
And I was like, time is gonna permit, because things just was falling through. And so I'm like, all right, it's just not time yet. And you see, the universe was like, all right, we'll put him in your damn face.
Right.
That's living true for
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much more. You got so much more enlightening and healing and stuff like this. I'm not gonna say so much more because when we do our consultations, like I said, we focus on you. Like I'll pull out where you went, where your spirit was before it went into this universe that was in, just to figure out why you're going through the things you're going through and how you can empower yourself.
Oh, for sure.
But just being in this area, in this atmosphere filled with all this energy right here, you got so much healing. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's the you. That's why I'm like, you here. This is the fact
Right.
that you was placed right here on this day. I can't wait to wake my mama up.
I
I'm
know,
like, mama,
right?
you better wake your ass up. Guess who was at the damn pot?
His Reiki is
Tristan.
his
Tristan was there.
psychic spiritual ability to
Yeah.
actually talk to your higher self, and you hear it's something, because before, when I first met him, I started my spiritual journey being with him. He had his alignment when we first met.
My awakening.
His awakening. Yeah, his awakening. He went through the transition, and
And wait, let me stop you.
Go ahead,
real
baby.
quick. I would say this now. Does anybody know what an awakening is? Like that dark night of the soul when you see, when you go to the bottom and then you gotta. She saw that, but mine was on a cosmic, like on a esoteric, on a really psychic level. Like she saw me when I was experiencing all type of energies, and I was letting energies come. She saw it, so like everybody else would be like,
That was like
this
mine.
man's going crazy.
That was like mine.
Yeah.
That was like
This
mine.
woman stuck with
That was
me.
scary.
And it was fucking crazy.
It's
Can you
crazy.
explain?
Ask her, it was fucking
That's mine was in
it
Atlanta.
was crazy.
If you want to.
Okay, I'll
want
put it
to.
like this. Let me give you the abridged version, or even the abridged version kind of
But I
crazy.
can handle
So
it.
at a certain point in time, I asked myself to be unlocked.
Yeah.
And I asked for 100% of whatever the universe, because at that point, I had been doing a lot of studying into like the shadow government and all the stuff that I felt like we couldn't control, chemtrails and all that shit. I'm like, why us, and why us, and why I gotta be born during this time, and everything is going crazy, and this is that and that. And I said, well, if there's a pendulum swing to the left, it's a pendulum swing to the right. I want to know everything on the other side. You're going to have to give me all of that. What does God look like? What does this feel like? What's the presence? Give me everything. And then I went to sleep one day, and then the next day, everything happened to me. My eyes were open, but in a way that I lost track of time. I lost track of myself. I lost track of everything. I was just studying. I was just doing my thing, and I'm a scientist, so I'm really big into the rituals, the aspects of it, because I want to feel something. I want something tangible. Don't tell me that I'm God,
Keep going.
and not
Keep going.
show me,
Yep.
and not give me the experience that I am, so that I can tell other people that they are. Don't give me that. I want to feel truth. Don't just tell me truth. And so I asked with all of that intention, and you can feel it now, the intention that I asked that, and it was that and more. And then God was like, all right. All of it. And I was seeing things, people like the reptilians that you were talking about. I was surrounded by people that were like that, and literally my eyes, not like a feeling like how people, it was like I was like this.
We here.
And I saw it, and people, they were talking. I'm just like, you don't know what, there's something going on. Like, I got to get out of here because I'm surrounded by craziness. And it like literally, it came out of my expression. My chakras were all imbalanced. They were doing everything because I was just getting in tune with this energy. And then at some certain point in time, there was an aspect where I got a chance in all of the madness to get some control, and some really divine angels. They were more angels than anything, were talking to me literally. And when I say they were angels, and I went to the hospitals, and in the hospital you can see a divide between the angels and what you would consider the demons. The demons. You can see, and the demons were the prettiest smiles.
Yep.
Oh, they'll smile in your face, and you will never be able to know. But when you got the eye, you got the eye, and I could see it, and I was
You
like,
could I could see right through you.
I went to one doctor, one of the surgeon people, and he came in. Oh, hey, how's it going, Mister? And I saw it, and I mean, literally, he was laying it on thick. There was no reason for me to ever even act out of character because he was doing his protocol. He was, hey, Mr. Robson, how's everything going? Oh, how's your day? Like he cared,
Like a robot,
right? Yeah. Like he was, thank you. Like he was programmed. Like he knew what to say. And I'm looking at him. I'm just like, I can't believe, in my mind, I can't believe everybody else don't see what what I'm seeing. Like he's an automaton, like, you know. But then he had something in his spirit that this is like my first real awakening. This is how I knew that this was real. This was really, really, really real. Is that I saw him, and I saw the facade, and something inside me was like, talk to him, tell him what it is. But it had like aggression. And when I saw him, he was like, hey, I just stopped him. I was like, I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what you have done. And I went down and told him, I said, you take your knife, and you take your knife and you operate on the people, and you save the people that you want to save, and you cast the other ones out that you don't think is worthy, because you think that you have that type of power, because you believe this institution has made you believe, this Western civilization has made you believe that, yes, you are a god. And I wanted him to know what real godliness felt like. Not godliness like an ego, but majestic,
love,
light,
justice,
the
just,
light,
righteous.
the righteousness, the light really felt like. And so that's what it was calling me to do. And I asked him, I said, you did this, you did this, didn't you? And his smile was like, he was like, yeah. And I was like, sit down. And he sat down, and I told him, I was like, listen here. I was like, I'm like, the reason why I am here, there's a reason why I made it past all the things and got right to here to talk to you. There has to be a reason to tell you that I see you. And if I see you, we see you. And you cannot get away with all the craziness. So if you do not stop now, you will
get
see
judged.
me again. Now I told him, I said, you're going to see me again. And if I'm like, this is supposed to be the only time you see me. But if you do see me again, you already know what's going to happen. He was like, yeah. Wow. And I was like, all right, you can go. He was like, he just got up, face peach, didn't deny anything. He was just like, word. He looked at me. He opened the door. He looked back at me. He was like, and he never seen nothing like that before. Through all the smiles, and that let me know that I can see past what people will call the veil. You can see past the veil, and that's why I deal with energy. That's why I say, like, I use Reiki, and I tell them, I apologize to all the squadron out here. I use Reiki as a way to just express myself, to help people like that. The real, true, divine energy comes later. I know that. I told her that a couple times. That I see especially into my masters. If any of you guys ever want to get a session, please, because we see into like the probability.
Yeah, I got that too.
And what we're divinely here for. This right here is not just so we can come and have intellectual masturbation and we can just stroke each other's egos. This is not what this is for. This is true life, real vibrational healing. And people don't know what it looks like or feels like. This is what it is. It feels like knowledge. It feels like compassion. It feels like love. It feels like an inner knowing. It feels like building. It feels like melanin. So no, they're serious. It feels good. It feels, you know what I'm saying? This is what it feels like. This is the frequency after all the deconstruction from the Matrix that is, and that's all we're doing is just watching the Matrix crumble. That's what this looks like. So you say white people are powerful, watch your words. Not saying I'm not white people, but when you say the top 1%, the leading, they're not powerful. This is just
all
what
they
it
have
looks
is
like.
TV to
It's just like
to
American
control.
gods. You believe that they powerful, you give them the power.
You give them energy, and that's what they. And that's the last.
And that's what
trick
I do. I don't do that. I just I feel
she's really big in that.
I feel it's just
she's like, watch your words.
I learned about my
words.
past life, and I realized where I came from, and being in this lifetime, I'm about justice and peace. And like, if it don't make sense, it's a lie. Stop. I'm about
facts.
If once I know the information, don't hold it back, but teach somebody else the information. Don't leave nobody out. If there are goddess and they're doing something that's outside themselves, nobody, if it's the truth, speak your truth. Do not block your throat chakra by just, be wise. Use those solar plexus and be wise about it. And your third eye to be wise, and your crown. All of them. Use all of them to be wise, but speak your truth. Don't hold back to what you feel is true, and be authentic. Truly, outside of everything and building a career, building a business, being authentic is why we were all gifted that energy. Be it. You know what I'm saying? So continue to create, continue to step into that godliness. Now, no, it's no perfect way. You don't have to know everything to be godly. All you have to know is just you being connected to God, and just you being you, whatever you are in this plane, just appreciating that and doing things that's going to help others will keep you on the right path, even if you don't know. Because a person that don't know nothing about nothing spiritually, if they are good people, you be like, that's a good person. They're always being blessed. So when you know about the spiritual part, you have so much more responsibility to be great.
You do.
Because why not? When you realize you're already protected, you can get whatever you want if you get connected. Period. So, and that's why we promote self-love, because once you know about self-love and you give yourself a chance in that moment, you connect back to the godliness. It's that simple. It's like you don't have to know everything, but instead of looking at yourself in the mirror saying I hate myself, but saying something that I love about myself, just stepping outside the box, it's gonna put you in a different realm, and then you'll be going towards your self-love. So, man, if you don't know who you are, start doing some self-love routines. Like I said, my favorite is just being. Pray and give gratitude, and not only pray for this earth, but pray for the universe, and then your spirituality will grow outside of that. Then you will start praying for the water and the plants and the stuff up under the water and stuff. So just be as authentic. Learn about your chakras. Seriously, learning about your chakras will help reverse disease, will help reverse depression, will help reverse fear and doubts and worry. So definitely, y'all, get connected to your chakras and learn more about your body and the system how your body flows without you asking it to move. It does its own thing. So,
oh, my fault, y'all. I just unplugged that because it's making a buzzing noise. Yeah.
Oh, so it don't even work right now.
No, it don't work right now. Yeah,
Dang.
I got you.
Oh, no, not square.
Huh. Want to plug inside the laptop?
Man, we don't. My phone on 2%, man. I know my squadron about to get mad. Like, your phone about to die. Right. No, it better not die on me.
Y'all listen to this guy off of YouTube. He was a white guy, and he was saying once people recognize that they are gods, he said there is such a greater responsibility on yourself because now you're like, I want to carry myself like this. I'm not gonna do the same things as before. And he says the whole world starts to change. You see through that matrix. So, and that I can honestly say your awakening sounds so much similar to mine. You feel me? It was mind-blowing. And I don't tell most people because it'd be like, you're crazy because they don't understand.
They don't get it.
They don't. And it's long. It's a story. You know, like it's a story. So like hospital and everything.
Like coming from like being an atheist, didn't believe in anything, and then being an agnostic, and then I went to the laws of Maya, and then I'm like, man, hold on. I'm a sociologist, and I'm like, man, hold on. We fit everything. We're the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. We're the holy people. I'm like, hold on, man. And you start seeing it, and you're like, you sit back, you're like, damn. We are these stiff-necked people. We don't want to listen. We want to do whatever we want, and then we see, and you start seeing the beauty of God when we start loving one another, keeping each other intact, keeping each other in that nature, and be nurturing one another. That's what it is, being family. And I'm like, man, we are the people. And it hits you different. I'm like, man, it got to be more. And then you
keep searching.
You keep searching. You keep searching.
You find
never
more.
Ending cycle.
Never ending.
That's the
everlasting.
Thing. But see, that's benevolence. Like you, that's the idea of God. Think about it. If God is all one, they have to quote unquote separate itself to see itself, to recognize itself, and then build upon what it saw. As soon as you build upon what you see, you become something different because then you recognize what you see. So then you take that and then you build upon that, and it is an infinite cycle of knowing yourself.
Right.
That's how universe is. Think about it. They say universe is always expanding. What does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Fathom that.
No.
I don't want to fathom that.
No. There is a fathomable way. That means this. This is the way to fathom the universe is always expanding. The universe is a living paradox. It is exactly what I saw. It is a universe that finds itself, that knows itself. Imagine knowing everything that you know and then changing yourself from the knowing that yourself and then having to research yourself again from that new level. The universe is always expanding because through our experience, through every single person's experience right now, no matter how many times you've been here, you're experiencing something slightly different every single time. And if it's a slightly different thing, then it's an entirely different universe. Because the slightest difference, if two universes are the same, they have to be completely identically the same. Tiny little thing makes you not identical. It makes you completely different. So God is recognizing himself from completely different angles, at every single angle, at every single emotion, at every single situation, every single perspective, all at once. All at once. All at once. This is not linear. This is how big this is. And this is what you are. This is what you are. As we live and breathe and talk right now today, this energy that I just described, this paradox, this is what we are.
This is the Marvel Universe.
You already know.
The DC.
You know, and more. So that's what I'm
More.
saying. Just being happy, just being that, and just knowing, being happy, not knowing everything.
Yeah.
That sounded powerful, man.
Stay ignorant.
Stay knowledgeable, but ignorant.
Stay ignorant. That's funny, man.
This is who you are.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's what I got from that.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
who
sir.
you are. For real, it stuck. I was like, oh, that stuck with me at the end. That's dope. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's about that time.
Go for it, my brother.
All right, so it's time for the affirmation station.
Boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. All right, repeat after me. I am open to new experiences and relationships
I am open to new experiences and relationships
that are elevating, eye-opening, and encouraging. That is your affirmation for the day.
Yeah, I love that.
Hallelujah.
That was a very informal podcast. That was probably one of the most informal podcasts we've ever had, to be honest.
Really?
Right there. No, seriously.
Oh yeah, this was one of the most popular. I can say this is definitely
100%.
this hit.
100%.
This hit.
Yeah,
We
this
don't have
hit.
too many long conversations.
I just
like
sat back and listened the whole time. If for once I just could just listen, you know, I always listen, but it's just like that was amazing. It was amazing.
We zone out.
Everybody's amazing. Yeah,
We zone out.
zone out.
We have those.
That's
moments.
awesome. We love it here.
Yeah, I zoned out.
All right, I almost zoned out twice.
Yeah.
While I was
No.
talking, I was like,
No, I mean like for other podcasts, there's moments where you zone out because you're just like, what am I about to eat? Here's you're
Man.
fully, I'm engaged. Like even if I'm zoning out, it's just because I'm recognizing what you're saying. It's hitting here. You feel me? So it's not a zoning out like, oh, I'm just oblivious to what y'all speaking.
it's-
This podcast just hit differently, you know, to really be on a spiritual, intellectual, and people who I feel like are a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of you. You know, this was just a powerful moment. I could say people need to watch this episode. I'll show my grandparents. I don't show them no episode.
Yeah,
I show
I'm
my
about to show my
grandparents.
aunt. Yeah, they
I
gotta
show
watch
them
this.
this. Yeah, I'd be like, watch
I
this.
appreciate
You
that.
feel me?
That's very informative.
It was very informative
Yeah, I
and
really
insightful
appreciate
as
that.
well. Yeah.
I gotta-
Everybody in their journey and get to speak the
Thank you.
truth.
We did.
That's
Yeah.
something. You know, I love doing that.
yeah, man, you just get so many positive energies like that. Like it's not hard to fill the room up with this type of frequency, man. You guys are really good people going really far. It's like it's a no-brainer.
You as
It's
well.
bound
We
to happen.
appreciate
Yeah, we
y'all.
appreciate
And where,
it.
and where can they
Everybody's-
find you at on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you can follow me
Promotion.
at okay. I'll do the honeycomb and indigo.
Yeah.
Do a commercial.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yo.
What up? What's up, y'all? It's Indigo with Indigo Beauties, the beautiful MUA, traveling MUA. If you're looking for somebody to do makeup for a bridal shower, your birthday, photo shoot, fashion show, I'm here. You know, gifted hands here. I could say any color, complexion. I am the complexion goddess. Okay, so stop playing with me. I got you. You can follow me at _ Indigo Beauties with 2 eyes by Brit. Follow me. We also follow Honeycomb Crystal Shop at Honeycomb Crystal Shop. You'll find all the information to our crystals. Make sure you check out our SD site. Honeycomb, that's us. honeycombcrystalshop.sd.com. Make sure you check out Beautiful Me Wellness, beautifulmewellness.com. Buy you some self-love hoodies, I Am Divine hoodies. Okay, shout out to our sponsor, Black Legacy. All right, check out Black Legacy, Becoming Like a Confident King and Becoming Like a Confident Queen. And then we got, go ahead, baby, do your thing.
Thank you, guys. If you guys know anybody that's experiencing any mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical fear styles, ailments, traumas, depressions, anxieties, worries, or anything like that, please have them hit me up on Instagram at Here For Your Healing. There we do DM consultations and things like that to see if Reiki or if any kind of spiritual advice or any type of guidance may be right for you. Check us out. We are all about healing. And if you also want to purchase our crystals, you can also DM me. Let me know the energies that you may be looking for, and we guarantee that there is a crystal for that. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Awesome.
You heard it here first.
Oh.
Yep.
What about y'all? our lovely guest.
Oh, yeah, ladies first.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you guys can follow me on my regular Instagram. It is H_Carter97. But if you're interested in following me and watching my pole journey, I have a separate Instagram for that. That is Hazel_Gold. Hazel is a name that Zaire actually helped me come up with, and it's a name that that I channel when I'm in that space. So if you guys are interested in just watching that, and then next year I will be starting my own classes.
That shit.
And I'll be there with your girl.
Yes.
Make sure you just stay consistent.
Keep it going.
Stay
Keep it
okay.
going.
Okay. Hey everyone, this is Desire. You can follow me on
Okay.
Instagram as Shabua Saleh. So it's SHABUWA. Shabua means the covenant of love, and Saleh means peace and tranquility. At rest, it is done. You can follow me there. If you want to catch any videos of me teaching of the word, doesn't matter what aspect you come from, I'll give it to you anyway. You can add me on Facebook, Desire Judah, and that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything you want to say?
Just some essential and enlightening tips, and this is for the white people out there. And I'm about to start calling it y'all, so whoever's listening, I always call it essential and enlightening tips. It's about to change. It's called Break Some Mana. So we're going to switch the title name of it up. So number 1, Ebony is a porn category. Let me start all the way over. Number 1, Ebony is a porn category, not a compliment for black women.
Right.
Number 2, BBC is a porn category, not a compliment for black men. Please, people, stop referring to black people as porn categories. It's not healthy. Number 4, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. And those are your essential, enlightening tips for the day and breaking some manners. Peace, y'all.
Breaking some manners.
Awesome.
That was some good manners.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Where can we find you, man?
Capture_freedom. Yeah, that is I. What up, y'all?
All right, Gemini.
Squad.
Well, I like to appreciate y'all for coming through. We enjoyed y'all. Very dope conversation. Very enlightening. I enjoyed it all. For and I got you some questions about the crystals after the show. But you guys can find me at, I don't go on my personal page, but _Lavish Journey. Check us out. You know, we do weekly podcast Shenanigans every Wednesday. My brother Freedom over here.
Yeah.
So follow us. We do this every Wednesday. We're going to say around 8:30-ish, 8:15.
Stay tuned. That's all we're
tuned.
going to say. Just stay tuned. You never know what time. You might just get one.
Around 8 p.m. on
Between
Wednesday.
8 to 10, we will be on. And don't you worry about it.
But with that being said, ladies and boys, girls, thank you for watching or listening to Lavish Journey podcast, where we create,
Inspire, and spread greatness. Peace, y'all.
We out here. Post a picture real quick, y'all. We good.